And tonight's starting lineup for the Long Island Ducks, leading off number 22 right fielder.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship.
Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line butts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks Northwell Health Southside Hospital pregame show.
We are live here at People's Bank Park in York, Pennsylvania. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight, the Ducks and the Revolution return to the field for Game 2 of this three-game series, the first meeting of the year between the Ducks and the Revolution. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action. Thanks so much for tuning in wherever you're joining us tonight via the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and online as well at liducks.com. Well, a tough start to the series last night for the Ducks. They received one thing that they were definitely looking for, and that was a strong start from left-hander Darren Downs, who definitely needed it after a couple of tough outings in a row. But despite his great start on the mound yesterday, the Ducks ended up dropping the series opener 1-0, being shut out for just the second time this year. And it was a great pitcher's duel here last night for the Ducks. They went with left-hander Darren Downs, who again threw 7 innings of one-run baseball, allowing just 5 hits and 1 walk, tying a career high, while striking out 11 batters. It was the second time this season that he struck out 11 and needed just 98 pitches to get through those 7 innings, 69 of which were for strikes. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Revolution, Tony Pena was just as spectacular, if not more so. He only struck out 6, but through 8 shutout innings, allowed just 3 hits and a walk in that span, and threw a total of just 85 pitches, 64 of them for strikes, to get through those 8 scoreless innings. Ducks managed just 2 hits to the outfield in the game. The Revolution managed just 2 hits to the outfield as well. And the only hiccup of the game for Downs cost them in the 7th inning, as he allowed a leadoff walk to Atlantic League home run leader Telvin Nash, who would go to second when Darren Downs balked. breaking his hands apart, never coming fully set on the mound. According to third base umpire Brian DeBrouwer, it allowed Nash to go to second, and then Nash would come home on an RBI single up the middle from Andres Perez. For Perez, it was his 24th run batted in of the year. That would be all York would need to come away with the victory. York, with a run on 5 hits and no errors, they left 4 men on base as Mike DeMark ended up picking up his 15th save of the year with a 1-2-3 9th inning. Darren Downs, the hard luck loss, he falls to 3-3. And DeMark, as we mentioned, his 15th save. The Ducks had 3 hits and left 4 on base. It was a quick one, the quickest 9-inning game of the year for Long Island at 2 hours and 11 minutes in front of a crowd of 3,144 here at Peoples Bank Park. So the Revolution claiming the first matchup of the season between the two teams yesterday. And the Ducks will look to bounce back here today in the middle game of this 3-game series and end a 5-game losing skid on the road. Ducks have played very well at home this year, 16-7 at home. The Revolution even better in their home ballpark at 18-7. But the Ducks have struggled away from home. They are 8-13 now on the season. And as we mentioned, have lost 5 consecutive games on the road. So they will look to bounce back here in the middle game of this series. A look at the standings entering this game. Ducks still remain a half game behind the Somerset Patriots in the Liberty Division standings, thanks to New Britain's victory over Somerset last night. But with the Bees' victory, they have closed now to within 2 games of first place Somerset and a game and a half of second place Long Island. So the Bees not going away. They are fighting to try and win that first half in the Liberty Division and have gained a game on both Somerset and Long Island last night. So 3 teams separated by just 2 games at the top of the Liberty Division. Ducks are now 24-20. Meanwhile, in the Freedom Division, the Revolution are still 2 games up on the Lancaster Barnstormers entering action today. And as of right now, 2.5 games since Bridgeport came back for a 9-8 win over the Barnstormers earlier today. And so York at 27-18, 2.5 games in front of Lancaster, 4.5 in front of Sugarland, who lost last night. And the Revolution doing everything they can to get some distance in between them and their in-state rivals and the foes in Texas to try and win the first half title in the Freedom Division. We'll take a break here on the pregame show. When we come back, I'll be joined by yesterday's starting pitcher, left-hander Darren Downs.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, we get ready for tonight's game between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution, game number 2 of this 3-game series. Well, we talked about Darren Downs and his great start yesterday for Long Island, 7 innings of 1-run baseball, while striking out 11 batters, tying a career high. Had the chance to catch up with him before tonight's ball game. Darren, a tough loss for you guys in the series opener, but you had a terrific start on the mound after a couple of rough starts. How nice was it for you personally to go back out there and pitch the way you did last night?
Personally, it's good to come out and have a good start and have everything working. We just kind of fell short last night.
You had 11 strikeouts in your 7 innings of work. Second time this year you had 11, tying your career high. Why were you able to get so many swings and misses, do you think, last night?
Like I said, I felt like I was having everything, working. I was commanding my fastball in and out, and had a good slider tonight.
Against that lineup, a lineup that's led the league in home runs this year, so many big bats throughout that lineup, how difficult is it going in knowing the type of bats that they have, and did you do anything specifically to try and avoid giving up the long ball against them?
Yeah, I had a plan going in, but for the most part, I was just trying to keep my fastball down, try to work back and forth with it, keep them off balance and, just throw some good pitches.
Thanks to your outing last night, you're now the Atlantic League leader in strikeouts, already with more strikeouts this year than you had in 3 more starts last season with the Ducks. What do you attribute to the increase in strikeouts this year?
I just think my being able to throw strikes, get ahead. Last year I felt like I'd fall behind a lot and I just go to a fastball away, get outs. And this year I just trying to pound the zone, get ahead and, throw some good pitches with 2 strikes.
The only hiccup you really had last night was in that 7th inning, the leadoff walk and then the balk. Did the umpires give you any sort of explanation as to what you did on the balk?
Yeah, he said I didn't stop, and that happens. And, I was just, the game sped up on me a little bit, and I made a mistake, and it kind of cost me, so.
Knowing that was really what led to the only run of the game, how tough was it to swallow after the game? Were you able to stay positive about the way you pitched overall, or was it a lot of frustration knowing that really was the difference in the game?
Their guy we faced was throwing the ball well, and I knew I had to, put up a good game, and I did for the most part, and I just wasn't as good as he was.
You weren't obviously able to go up and stand at the plate against Tony Pena last spot in the dugout. What did you see that he was doing to make him so effective and so efficient on the mound last night?
I think he was doing about the same. He was throwing strikes, limited his walks, and he was keeping the ball down and keeping our guys off balance.
On the road this year, you guys have struggled somewhat, especially compared to what you've been doing at home, 8-13 away from Bethpage Ballpark. And in the midst of this 6-game road trip, what's going to be the key for you guys to turn that around and start getting some wins away from home?
I just think we just got to pitch good, for the most part. And if we pitch good, I think overall we're going to score, runs. Last night was I don't want to say fluke, but, they had a good guy on the mound. But I think overall, the course of this season, we're going to score a lot of runs.
And finally, you talk about pitching leading the way, and Bobby Blevins taking them out tonight. He's had a rough go of it his last couple starts. How confident are you guys in his ability to turn it around, starting with tonight's game here in York?
The same thing applies to him. He's going to come out, he's going to throw strikes, and hopefully he's going to get a win for us.
Thanks so much, Darren. Congratulations on the strong start last night, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That is Ducks left-handed pitcher Darren Downs talking about his start last night. Pitched well for Long Island, just not well enough as the Revolution came away with a 1-0 win in the series opener. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the pitching matchup for tonight's game. Then eventually we'll have the starting lineups for you and the first pitch of tonight's ball game between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bayshore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
We are back here at Peoples Bank Park in York, Pennsylvania, getting ready for tonight's game between the Long Island Ducks and the York Revolution. It is the middle game of this 3-game series between the two teams. Ducks will be sending right-hander Bobby Blevins to the mound, and Blevins certainly in need of a good start tonight. He enters with a record of 1-3 on the season and has an ERA of 5.44 through 8 starts on the year. The problem for him has been his last 3 starts. After a strong start to the season, he's 0-2 with a 9.20 earned run average in his last 3 starts, allowing 15 runs on 24 hits in 14 2/3 innings in that span. Prior to that, Blevins had gone 1-1 with a 3.38 ERA, 10 earned runs on 30 hits in 26 2/3 innings with 20 strikeouts. So he had been pitching very well at the start of the season, but of late has been struggling a little bit on the hill and will be trying to bounce back in tonight's start. Last time out was against the Barnstormers last Thursday in Lancaster when he allowed 6 runs on 10 hits over 4 1/3 innings as the Barnstormers took the finale and completed the sweep of the 3-game series. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Revolution tonight, they'll go with left-hander Kelvin De La Cruz, who so far is 3-5 with a 4.35 ERA through 8 games, 7 of which are starts. And for him, it's been very similar to Blevins, a tale of 2 seasons. The start of it was very good. First 4 starts, he was 3-1 with a 1.59 ERA, giving up 3 runs on 15 hits in 17 innings of work while striking out 13. But in his last 4, he has got a 6.45 ERA and has lost all 4 of those starts, 16 earned runs on 39 hits over 21 1/3 innings in that span, 22 1/3, with only 11 strikeouts. So I have a feeling there's a chance we might see a lot more offense here tonight between these two teams after they were limited to just 1 run on 8 hits combined in last night's series opener. A great start from Tony Pena, a great start from Darren Downs last night, and you get the sense that tonight there might be a little bit more offense on both sides with the recent history of both Bobby Blevins and Kelvin De La Cruz. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you, and then the first pitch of tonight's game between the Ducks and the Revolution.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Marty Jansen, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
That was Tommy Weber with tonight's national anthem here at Peoples Bank Park. Long Island Ducks, York Revolution, game number 2 of this 3-game series about to get underway on another beautiful but cold Wednesday night. Temperatures definitely have dropped here in York, so much chillier in terms of the feel here tonight at Peoples Bank Park, almost like it was during the first couple weeks of the season when we had some chilly temperatures. Seems to be that way tonight. We've got a stiff breeze blowing here at the ballpark too from left to right, and that is contributing to the cold temperatures. Well, as Kelvin De La Cruz takes his warm-up tosses for York, it is time to look at tonight's starting lineup for the Ducks. Same lineup, just 2 position switches. Phelan Lentini leads things off in right field, batting second, and playing shortstop for the Ducks is Dan Lyons. Ruben Gotay is the second baseman, he hits third, and in the cleanup spot is the first baseman, Tyler Colvin. Batting fifth, playing third base is Cody Puckett. Tonight, Mike Blank will do the catching after serving as the DH last night. He hit sixth. Blake T. Cody is in center field, batting seventh. Mike Dowd, who caught last night, will be the DH tonight. He hits eighth. And rounding out the order for the Ducks is the left fielder, and that is Anthony Vega. Meanwhile, on the other side for the York Revolution, very similar lineup to last night. Jason Repko leads off. Tonight he will play right field. And Isaiah Tejeda will bat second. He does the catching. Joel Guzman in the number 3 spot is the designated hitter. Telvin Nash at first base hits cleanup. Andres Perez, the 5-hitter and second baseman. Alfredo Marte is in center field tonight, hitting 6th. Brian Pounds, the third baseman, bats 7th. The only newcomer to the lineup tonight is Charlie Thurber, the only lefty hitter in the lineup for York. Everybody else is righties. And Thurber will play left field and bat 8th. Rounding out the order for York is the shortstop, and that is Josh Wilson. So under sunny skies here in York, as the sun continues to set beyond the third base stands, we are just about ready for baseball. And stepping into the batter's box will be Phelan Lentini, as the Ducks look to have a much better night offensively tonight than they did last night, where they managed just 1 run on 3 hits. First pitch of the ball game is on the way, and it's up high for ball 1. We're underway at about 6:34 p.m., which is the exact same time that last night's game started. Here's the 1-0. That's rocketed into left center field. On the run in is Alfredo Marte. He dives. He can't make the catch. Lentini will turn at first, but hold right there. And Lentini is on with a leadoff base hit. So a good start for Long Island as they get the leadoff single here in the first inning. And Lentini, who had a 12-game hitting streak come to a close last night, despite hitting the ball hard a couple times, picks up a leadoff base hit here in the first inning. So as we mentioned, sunny skies right now, just a couple of high clouds off in the distance. Nothing threatening at all, though. There was a chance for some thunderstorms during the day, but did not really see any here in York, as Dan Lyons takes a 2-seam fastball on the inside corner from the left-hander for strike 1. Wind, though, is definitely very strong tonight, very similar to what it was last night, blowing hard from left to right. The left field foul pole to the right field foul pole, as we see the giant American flag in right center wave. 0-1. Lyons takes a little bit upstairs. Another fastball from De La Cruz, and it's 1-1. Lights are not on yet here at Peoples Bank Park with the 6:30 start, but soon enough they will start to come on. Lentini leads at first. De La Cruz deals a 1-1, and Lyons takes down to the dirt, skips away from the catcher Tejeda, and Lentini will take second base. So a good job by Lentini to get a good break on that. I believe it is going to be a wild pitch, but we will double check just to be sure, and it is indeed a wild pitch. So down to second goes Lentini, and the Ducks already with a runner in scoring position. For De La Cruz, that is his 3rd wild pitch of the season. And now a 2-ball, 1-strike pitch coming up to the Ducks shortstop Dan Lyons. De La Cruz deals to the plate. Lyons takes way up and outside this time. And now ahead in the count with a good hitters count at 3-1. Lyons enters tonight at 306 on the year, 3 homers, and 20 runs batted in. Only 2 Ducks reached base in last night's game. Ruben Gotay, who had a single and a walk, and Anthony Vega, who had 2 singles. Here's the 3-1 on the way, and Lyons swings. It's a high fly ball in the air to center, shallow. Coming in is Marte, and he will make the catch. No chance for Lentini to advance. So Lyons is retired on the fly out to center, and there is out number 1. Defensively tonight for York, Charlie Thurber gets the start in left field. Alfredo Marte is in center, and Jason Repko is around in right. On the infield, it's Brian Pounds at third, Josh Wilson at short. Andres Perez is the second baseman, Telvin Nash at first. Isaiah Tejeda doing the catching. And on the mound is Kelvin De La Cruz. Boy, you can hear that wind howling here through the broadcast booth behind home plate here in York. So Lentini leads, in the first pitch on the way from De La Cruz to Gotay. And it's taken on the inside corner. A good changeup for strike 1. Gotay on the season at .288, 1 home run and 9 runs batted in. He has reached base safely in 10 games in a row. And the 0-1, that's off the outside corner. And we'll even things up at 1-1. Ducks are in their alternate orange jerseys tonight with the orange Ducks logo on the front, green number on the front and back, along with the gray pants. Revolution are in the home white uniforms. De La Cruz looks to second, the 1-1. And Gotay lines one into left field. On the run in is Thurber. He'll have to play it on a hop. It lands for a base hit. Throw into third base. Sails over the head of Pounds, but a good job by De La Cruz to back up. So Ruben Gotay has his first hit of the night, second of the series. And the Ducks with runners at first and third, one man out. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Tyler Colvin. So Long Island, who did not get a runner past second base last night, has a runner at third in the first inning tonight. And with first and third and one out, here is Tyler Colvin, who is looking to, at the very least, get a fly ball into the outfield to score Lentini on a sac fly. There's only one out in the inning. De La Cruz comes set at the belt. First pitch, and Colvin takes a strike. Breaking ball at the knees. And the count 0-1. Colvin at 227 has been scuffling a little lately at the plate. 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Colvin hitting just 200 in his last 8 games. The 0-1 is a check swing, and home plate umpire Tim Detweiler says he went around, so the count quickly 0-2. Detweiler is joined on the base paths tonight by first base umpire Brian DeBrouwer and third base umpire Buzz Albert. So Colvin behind it 0-2. De La Cruz gets the sign and comes set. And his 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and tapped foul back behind the plate, just off to the first base side. Good job by Colvin to get a piece to stay alive. We'll do it again at 0-2. The windows to our booth keep waving here behind home plate, opening and closing with this wind that is blowing strongly here tonight in York. And another 0-2. De La Cruz deals, and Colvin takes this curveball inside. Seemed to slip a little bit out of the hands of De La Cruz. So it's now 1-2. And you look out into the field and you can see it in the uniforms of many of the players, the pants and the jerseys that are a little bit more baggy. You can see them waving in the wind. Lots of players on both sides in the dugout have sweatshirts on tonight over their uniforms. Runners lead from the corners with one out. The 1-2 on the way to Tyler Colvin is swung and lined into left center field. On the run over is Thurber to make the catch. Lentini will tag from third. He will come home to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI to left for Tyler Colvin. The Ducks are on the scoreboard, their first run of the series, and they lead it 1-0. Second sacrifice fly of the year, 14th run batted in for Tyler Colvin. He gets the job done, lining one into left center field. And Thurber is able to make the catch, but no chance to get the speedy Lentini at the plate, who scores his league-leading 37th run of the year. And the Ducks have the early advantage. So with 2 outs and now a runner at first base, up steps Cody Puckett from the right side. First pitch on the way, and Puckett takes a fastball on the inside corner at the knees for strike 1. Puckett back in the lineup, recovered from his hamstring injury. That is certainly a welcome sight. He is hitting .285 on the year with 5 homers and 26 runs batted in. 0-1, and he swings and misses at a high off-speed pitch. Chasing up and out of the zone and now behind at 0-2. So the Ducks, who were shut out for just the second time this year last night, and the first time losing when they allowed just 1 run, get a run in the first inning tonight against Kelvin De La Cruz, and in support of right-hander Bobby Blevins. Gotay leads at first with 2 down. Here's the 0-2, and Puckett takes a fastball that missed the inside corner. De La Cruz thought he had strike 3, but it just missed. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Ducks looking to even this series at a game apiece tonight. Set up the rubber game here tomorrow evening before they head to Southern Maryland. From the stretches, De La Cruz looks to first, deals to the plate, and Puckett swings. It's a high fly ball in the air to left. Not deep. Thurber started back, now moves in, and settles under it to make the catch for the final out of the inning. However, the Ducks get the early lead. They get a run on 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and they leave a runner on base after a half inning. It's the Ducks 1 and the Revolution coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and bench coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owls party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. To the bottom half of this first inning, Ducks with an early 1-0 lead over the York Revolution. The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up once again this season to present the walks with a purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. So the Ducks are able to get the early lead against Kelvin De La Cruz on Tyler Colvin's opposite field sacrifice fly. Ducks this year 19-7 in games where they score first, 5-13 in games where they allow the first run. So a good start for Long Island. And now they'll need another good start from Bobby Blevins after Darren Downs was terrific yesterday. Back-to-back starters for Long Island had turned in beauties, with John Brownell throwing the complete game, allowing just one run on Sunday, and Downs allowing just one run over 7 innings while striking out 11 here last night against a very good Revolution lineup. And it'll be a good test for Bobby Blevins facing this York team that leads the Atlantic League in home runs to try and keep them in the ballpark and turn in a quality start that he certainly is looking for tonight. So as we go to the bottom of the first inning, Ducks have the 1-0 lead. Here's Jason Repko to the plate, batting from the right side. He is the right fielder this evening for York. First pitch on the way, and the fastball is taken for a called strike. Count goes to 0-1 on Repko, hitting .308 on the year with 3 home runs and 13 runs batted in. Blevins working out of the windup, and the 0-1 is a fastball that misses away. That'll even things at 1 ball and 1 strike. This is not Repko's first stint with York. He had previously played here before he had gotten signed. And here he fouls one off, back to the first base side out of play. So that will run the count to 1-2. Repko was a member of this York Revolution team in 2013 and 2014, and then went to play with Sioux Falls in the American Association last year before coming back here to York this season. Pitch is taken downstairs for ball 2. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tejeda and Guzman will follow. Again, all righties in the lineup minus the 8-hitter Charlie Thurber. 2-2. Line foul back to the screen. Just getting a piece of that was Repko to stay alive. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Infield with a slight shift to the left side. Tyler Colvin well off the bag at first base, and Gotay shaded a little bit up the middle. Another 2-2. There's a called strike 3. Good fastball over the outside corner from Blevins. First strikeout of the night for the right-hander, and there's the first out of the ball game in the bottom of the first inning. Well, the Revolution do lead the Atlantic League in home runs with 49 on the season, 11 more than Lancaster. But they also lead the Atlantic League in strikeouts with 385. The next closest is New Britain at 339. So York does hit a lot of home runs, but they do strike out quite a bit too. And the Ducks had 14 strikeouts last night for the second time in 3 games, one shy of their season high of 15. first pitch taken on the outside corner by Isaiah Tejeda for strike one. Tejeda, the catcher and two-hitter, leads the Revolution with a .339 batting average on the year. 2 homers, 12 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1. Line drive into left field. Moving back, Anthony Vega, and he'll make the catch in front of the warning track in left for out number 2. Well, if you've never been here to Peoples Bank Park, or you've never seen a game or photos of the ballpark, it is very short down the left field line. Very similar to Lancaster, but a little bit reversed. Here it's just 300 feet down the left field line, and that's where you meet the arch nemesis, the giant 38-foot wall, which is the tallest wall in professional baseball. Very similar looking to the Green Monster up at Fenway Park. Hitters like to pepper the wall or hit it over the wall. The first pitch here to Joel Guzman is a fastball taken low and away for ball 1. In straightaway center, it's 405 feet away. The wall in center is about twice the height as it is in left center and right center. The 1-0. There's a fastball in for a strike. It's about 16 feet tall in center field, 8 feet in the gaps. You got the 38-foot wall in left, and then in right field, the wall that's also about 16 feet and 325 feet down the right field line. 1-1. Guzman swings. It's a fly ball into center field. Well hit. Going back is Blake T. Cody in the center field gap. He looks up, and it's off the base of the wall. Guzman around first, heading for second, and he will stop there with a 2-out double. Joel Guzman hit that one a lot further than it looked, and with that wind blowing towards the right field foul pole, helping carry that ball a little bit in the jet stream to the base of the wall. I don't even think T. Cody thought it was going to go that far. So 2 men out, a runner at second base, and that is going to leave it up to Telvin Nash, the first baseman and cleanup hitter. And a big batter here in the early going for Bobby Blevins. Does not want to give up runs in the first inning after the Ducks scoring in the top of the first inning. But you got to be careful to a guy like Telvin Nash, who has 11 home runs thus far to lead the Atlantic League. First pitch, and the breaking ball. Excuse me there. Had a frog in my throat. First pitch was taken for a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Nash hitting just .273 on the year, has 21 runs batted in, and out time called at home plate. Nash also leads this Revolution team with 59 strikeouts, so does hit the ball far, but he can also strike out quite a bit. And now the 0-1 from Blevins. Swung and grounded hard but foul down the third base line into the Ducks bullpen. Karam's out into left field, and the count quickly 0-2. So good job by Blevins to get ahead in the count here. That's going to be a key for him, as well as keeping his pitch count down. It's something that he struggled with in his last outing, and why he was only able to go 4 1/3 innings for Long Island. Through 81 pitches in those 4 1/3 innings. Now the 0-2 to Nash. Breaking ball is low and outside. Blevins just missed, and Nash would not chase. So it goes to 1-2. Long looking for the sign here from his catcher, Mike Blank. Now gets the pitch he likes. The infield shifted to the left side here. And the 1-2 to Nash. Swung on it, slashed foul, first base side into the crowd. Seems as though everybody is okay after the hard line drive. We'll do it again at 1-2. Anthony Vega in left field, Blake T. Cody in center, Phelan Lantini in right. Is the Ducks outfield, Cody Puckett at third, Dan Lyons at short. Ruben Gotay the second baseman, Tyler Colvin at first. On the infield, Mike Blank doing the catching, and Bobby Blevins on the mound. Now the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch again from Blevins. And Nash will take a fastball outside. It will even things up at 2-2. I do want to apologize to any fans who experienced any sort of buffering or delays in the stream tonight. They are having internet issues here at the ballpark in York. So hard to work off of that hardline Ethernet, and that is causing some of that buffering that you experience. We apologize for that and appreciate you sticking with us and appreciate your patience as we bring you tonight's ball game from York, Pennsylvania. It'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch from Blevins. Ducks lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch on the way is way outside. So Nash has done well to work the count from 0-2 to 3-2. If he reaches, Andres Perez will be next. Joel Guzman leads at second base after his 2-out double to right center. Now it'll be a payoff pitch coming from Blevins to Nash. Again, time is called as Blevins having a little trouble going through the signs with Mike Blank. It is sunshine on most of the pitcher's mound right now, but shadows at home plate as they creep in from the third base side. Everything else out in the field, though, still in the sun, except the left field corner. Payoff pitch from Blevins, and Nash will take a fastball just outside. Blevins thought he had strike 3. A lot of the Ducks infielders thought they had strike 3 as well. And Kevin Byas from the third base dugout is asking Tim Detweiler where that pitch was, or maybe asking Mike Blank where it was. But it's a 2-out walk to Telvin Nash, first walk of the game issued by Bobby Blevins. So now York with 2 on and 2 out after Blevins quickly retired the first 2, is now close to 20 pitches in this first inning. And up to the plate steps Andres Perez, who will bat from the right side. So Guzman leads from second, and Nash from first. Colvin playing behind the runner and well off the first base bag. First pitch from Blevins to Perez on the way. And the fastball missing the outside corner again, as he has lost a strike zone a little bit. Count 1-0. Perez hitting .280 for the Revolution this year with 5 home runs and 24 runs batted in. Longtime member of this team who recently surpassed the 500 hit mark as a member of the Revolution. 1-0. Breaking ball fouled right back to the screen. Now we'll even things up at 1-1. Blevins entering his last start. One of the big issues he has had in the early going this season was against leadoff hitters. Leadoff batters were hitting .429 going into his last start, now hitting .400 entering tonight. And with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, opponents hitting .278 against Blevins. So he is trying to lower that number and get it out here. The 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 2 from Blevins. Good pitch from the righty as he got Perez to stare at that one. And again, Blevins a strike away from getting through the bottom of the first unharmed. 2 on, 2 out. The Ducks with a 1-run advantage. Right-hander gets the sign from Blank and comes set. Glove in front of his face. The 1-2 pitch is grounded up the third base line. Backhand stop made by Cody Puckett. The long throw across. Dug out by Colvin in time for the out. Great play on both ends. Puckett with the stop and the throw. Colvin with the scoop out of the dirt. And Long Island gets through the bottom of the first with the lead still intact. So no runs on 1 hit and a walk. 2 men left on base for the Revolution. We head to the second. Ducks lead it 1-0.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
To the second inning, where the Long Island Ducks have a 1-0 lead over the York Revolution. It's time for the Ducks Health Report, brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. 2 Ducks remain out on the disabled list for Long Island. Lou Ford is recovering from a hamstring injury, about 1 to 2 weeks away. And Delta Cleary Jr. is recovering from a hand injury from a hit by pitch earlier this half. Here with the team, taking part in baseball activities, which is a good sign. And the hope is that he will be back in the coming days. We'll see. Probably not on this road trip, but we'll see. Mike Blank, a first pitch swing and a high fly ball to left center field. Drifting over to his right is Alfredo Marte. And he will make the catch to retire Blank. 1 pitch, 1 out for York here in the top of the second inning. Sean Burrows is missing his 4th straight game today, dealing with some shoulder soreness. Did take batting practice, though, before the game. And Kevin Byas said he will speak with Sean after BP to see how he's feeling, and we'll see if he plays in the finale of this series tomorrow or when the Ducks head to Southern Maryland for a 3-game weekend series with the Blue Crabs. First pitch to Blake T-Cody. He takes a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. So the Ducks on the mend. And hopefully we'll be getting some key pieces back sooner rather than later. There's the 0-1. And that fastball taken on the outside corner. And it's quickly 0-2 on T-Cody, hitting .241 on the year with 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. And getting pieces like Cleary Jr. and Burrows back certainly deep in the lineup and lengthen it a little more. The 0-2 is downstairs for a ball 1-2. Not that the offense hasn't been producing last night, notwithstanding 16 runs in the final 2 games of that series over the weekend against a pretty good Sugar Land team. 1 to 2 games to close that series out. Here's the 1-2. And T-Cody a check swing on a high and inside fastball. They want an appeal at third, and Buzz Albert says that T-Cody did not go. So that'll leave it up to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And last night, Tony Pena just kept this Ducks lineup off balance all night long. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, and that is taken low and inside. That runs the count full on Blake T-Cody, who had been reaching base at a pretty good clip too before he took an 0-4 last night. We'll see if he can get on base here. 3-2 on the way with 1 out, and he swings and just caught a piece and fouled it off at home plate, right off the end of the bat. And it looked like he knocked it off the tip of the glove of Isaiah Tejeda too. So T-Cody's still alive at 3-2. Ducks scoring the only run of the game thus far on a sac fly to left center by Tyler Colvin in the top of the first inning. Another 3-2 from Kelvin De La Cruz. Kicks and fires, and T-Cody swings and grounds this one foul. First base side of the field near home plate. De La Cruz stands in at 6'5". He is 190 pounds. Lefty pitcher at 27 years old out of La Vega in the Dominican Republic. Another payoff, and swing and a miss by T-Cody for strike 3. First strikeout of the night for De La Cruz as T-Cody chased off the outside corner. 2 men out, and that will leave it up to Mike Dowd. De La Cruz now resides in West New York, New Jersey. And last year spent some time with the Somerset Patriots. 8 games of action out of the bullpen, had a 2.16 ERA. 5 strikeouts to 1 walk in 8 1/3 innings. So a 2-way here is Mike Dowd, the 8-hitter and DH. First pitch, and the fastball misses upstairs for ball 1 from De La Cruz. De La Cruz was pitching out of the bullpen for Somerset, but the early part of his career was primarily a starter. A 1-0. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. Spent time last season in the Mexican League and made 11 starts combined with Quintana Roo and Laguna. Had a 3-2 record, but an ERA north of 5. 1-1. High fly ball in the air to shallow center. Going out is Perez, coming in is Marte. And the center fielder Marte makes the catch to retire Dowd for the final out of a 1-2-3 second inning. Ducks go in order. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. 1-0 in favor of Long Island.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free, it takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglyny.com/save-money.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. To the bottom half of the second inning we go as the Long Island Ducks have a 1-0 lead over the York Revolution. Ducks will return home on Tuesday, 14th, when they open up a 3-game series with the New Britain Bees. 6:35 start time, and it's a 2 for Tuesday, so fans can receive a buy one, get one free ticket offer by purchasing their tickets online at liducks.com or over the Ducks mobile app on your Apple or Android-powered device. First pitch on the way from Bobby Blevins, and Alfredo Marte is hit by the pitch. Looked like it caught him on the left side. So right away, the Revolution get the leadoff man on in the second inning as Blevins hits Marte. Very rare to see that happen from Bobby Blevins. He has such good control and walks just about no one. Just 7 walks in a total of 41 1/3 innings entering tonight. That is the third batter that he has hit, though, this season. So the leadoff man is on. And now up to the plate steps the righty swinging Brian Pounds. First pitch on the way is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. And the count goes to 0-1. Pounds at .234 on the year. 4 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Marte leads at first. And the 0-1 is way low and outside. Skips away from the catcher Mike Blank, back behind him. Marte will take second base on what will likely be another wild pitch. So that'll even things up at 1-1. So as we were mentioning, 2 for Tuesday, enter the promo code BOGO, B-O-G-O, when you purchase your tickets, and you can receive a buy one, get one free ticket offer with a maximum of 4 total tickets purchased per transaction. From the stretch to 1-1. Blevins kicks and fires. Pounds will take a fastball up and away. And now 2 balls and a strike. It's also Humana Senior Discount Tuesday. Fans 65 and older with a valid ID shown at the box office will get 25% off their Ducks ticket purchase and a special gift package courtesy of Humana. 2-1, swung on and missed. Late on the off-speed pitch was Pounds. And the count now 2-2. So the Revolution get a runner in scoring position here with nobody out in the second as they look to tie up the ball game. And Bobby Blevins with a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming up. Right-hander looks in for the sign, gets the pitch he likes. 2-2 on the way. Line drive in a right center field. Long run over for Blake T. Cody in the gap. He won't get it. It's over his head. It'll go to the wall. Around third and in to score is Marte. Pound stops at second with the RBI double. And the Revolution have tied it at 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. So Brian Pounds with his 23rd run batted in of the year on his 10th double. And Marte scoring his 10th run of the season. And just like that, the leadoff hit by pitch comes back to bite Blevins, as it is now a 1-1 ball game. So with a runner at second base and nobody out, up to the plate steps Charlie Thurber, left fielder and lefty hitter. First lefty hitter the Revolution have thrown at the Ducks in this series. Turning to throw back to second base, but back safely is Pounds. We've seen that a couple times, especially from Blevins, as he tries to turn and throw to second base with Lyons creeping behind the runner. Blevins gets the sign and comes set. First pitch on the way from from Blevins to Blank, and that's outside for ball one. Thurber 2 of 13 in the Revolution uniform, 154 average, no homers, 3 runs batted in. York now with the go-ahead run at second, each team with 2 hits here in the early going. Here comes the 1-0. Right-hander deals, and Thurber takes lone outside as Blevins is now behind at 2 balls and no strikes. Lights are starting to come on here at Peoples Bank Park, slowly but surely, with the sun continuing to set. Both the pitcher's mound and home plate now in the shadows, while the majority of the remainder of the field is in the sun. 2-0, high pop-up in the air to right field shallow. Drifting in into his right, Phelan Lentini. And he will make the catch. Pounds will stay put at second base as the throw comes in from Lentini. So Thurber retired for the first out of this second inning, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Josh Wilson. Well, for Bobby Blevins, this is his first meeting of the season with the York Revolution. Had some struggles last year with York. Made 1 start here and 1 start on the road. His last start of the regular season on the road against York was September the 14th here. In a 5-2 loss, he allowed just 2 runs on 7 hits in 6 innings, walking 2 and striking out 5. It took a no decision as the Ducks dropped that game. First pitch on the way. And that's fisted out in the air to shallow center field. On the run in is Blake Teacote. He's still coming on. He can't get it. It drops in for a base hit. But Brian Pounds is going to stay put at second base. Did not judge that ball well. So it's going to be a base hit for Wilson. But Pounds had gone about halfway and then started to make his way back to second base, thinking that the ball would be caught by Teacote. And then when it landed in, Pounds didn't have enough time to turn and go back to third. So he remains at second base, and now Wilson on at first with 1 away. Third hit for York. And back to the top of the order we go for Jason Repko. Blevins comes set. First pitch. Leave 1 on base. 3.5 complete. And it's the Revolution still in front, 6-2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes
every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Ducks miss an opportunity with 2 on and nobody out in the top of the 4th to score. And now as we go to the bottom half of the inning, Josh Wilson will lead things off against Kevin Vance, back out for his 2nd inning of work. And it is time for today's 4th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks. The Atlantic League and baseball as a whole got delayed last inning and didn't get a chance to tell you. We apologize too for some technical difficulties with the internet here in the press box in York. They were testing it in between innings, or during the last half inning, to try and see if it was up and working. Does not appear to be the case, but either way, time for our trivia question. We mentioned earlier Darren Downs last night tying his career high with 11 strikeouts. And the 1-0 Revolution win in this series opener was the second time this year that he struck out 11. Also did so May 20th at Somerset. Prior to that, his career high was 10 strikeouts. And he actually did that in back-to-back starts in the 2009 season with the Charlotte Stone Crabs. First pitch on the way, and that's fouled off by Josh Wilson. The count 1-0. The question, which major league team were the Charlotte Stone Crabs an affiliate of back in 2009? We'll let you think about it. We'll give you the answer in the top of this fifth inning as we play in the bottom of the fourth now, so we delay by a half inning before we give you the answer. Give you some time to think about it. 0-1 from Kevin Vance to Josh Wilson is a fastball taken low. Even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're tuning in here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, feel free to submit a comment with your answer. See if you've got it right. If so, we'll give you a shout out here on the air. 1-1 to Wilson. Check swing foul ball right into the Revolution dugout on the first base side. Nearly hit Mark Mason, who was standing on the top step. So the count goes to 1-2 on Wilson, who had singled up the middle back in the second inning and eventually scored on the Isaiah Tejeda grand slam. Vance looking in for the sign from Blank, now is ready to go. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way to Wilson is a fastball taken up high for ball 1. Good inning from Kevin Vance in the bottom of the third, striking out Marte and Pounds and getting Thurber to ground to short. So we'll have another 2-2 pitch coming up. Vance is ready. Infield playing straight away. And the pitch on the way to Wilson is a breaking ball grounded up the third base line. Diving stop by Puckett and then juggled the baseball. At safe at first is going to be Wilson. Not sure he would have been able to have Wilson at first if he had come up with it cleanly, but it's going to be a hit. And Wilson with his second of the ball game, he is on to start in the fourth. Puckett went to a dive to his right, knocked it down, and then when he tried to get up and get it, kicked it a little bit, and it trickled further into foul territory, and at that point, no chance. If Puckett came up with it cleanly right away, might have had a shot at Wilson at first. So a leadoff single. It's the 6th hit of the game for York. And now back to the top of the order for Jason Repko. First pitch from Vance, and Repko is hit by the pitch. Fastball came inside, looked like it caught him on the arm. That is the 6th time this year that Repko has been hit. Second Revolution batter to be hit by a pitch. And now York set up with first and second and nobody out. Second batter that Kevin Vance has hit with a pitch this season. And now Mike Blank going to go out to the pitching mound to talk things over with the right-hander. And it looks like the Ducks might get some action going in their bullpen down the left field line. Kevin Vance and most of these Ducks relievers this year have really only been going 1 inning at a time. Haven't seen many, if anyone, that has gone multiple innings in relief. Now, the Ducks have only played 2 extra inning games this year, none since the month of April. So it has been quite a while since the Ducks played extra innings. And the relievers have typically been going an inning at a time, and here they're asking for 2 from Kevin Vance. Only makes 2 appearances. First pitch on the way. Fastball is taken on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. I'm looking out in the field right now, and it looks like Matt Wessinger is currently at shortstop. I believe he has taken over for Dan Lyons here in this inning. Here's the 0-1. It's fouled back to the screen behind home plate, and it's quickly 0-2. That definitely is Matt Wessinger at short, so we'll try and find out what the story is with Dan Lyons, but he is not at shortstop right now. I didn't see anything that would have indicated that Lyons got hurt, but he must have to come out of this game, I would think. Here comes the 0-2, and a breaking ball taken down in the dirt for a ball. The count goes to 1-2, and obviously that's the hope, is that there is no injury with Dan Lyons. The Ducks do have some injuries as of right now. And trying to get guys back and healthy. But Lyons has come out of this game, it appears, here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 1-2. Vance kicks and fires, and the fastball misses upstairs to Isaiah Tejeda. The count is even up at 2-2. Tejeda, a fly out to left his first time up, but in the second hit a line drive bullet in the air to right center field and into the jet stream, and it helped carry the ball up onto the lawn seating area for Tejeda's 3rd home run of the year, a grand slam for the York Revolution catcher. Now it'll be a 2-2 from Vance with 2 on and nobody out in bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball taken low. Runner started to go but then stopped. So that runs the count full at 3-2. That is the 2nd grand slam of the year by York. The first came off the bat of Michael Burgess back on May 25th against Southern Maryland. So here comes the payoff pitch. Time is called here. Being told it's a hamstring injury for Dan Lyons that has taken him out of the game, and that is tough news for the Ducks as they lost Cody Puckett to a hamstring injury earlier this year. He is now back in the lineup, and Lou Ford is out on the disabled list right now, recovering from a hamstring injury. 3-2, runners go, and the pitch is up high, ball 4. So Kevin Vance walks Tejeda, the first batter that he has walked. Now 3 have reached in the inning without hitting the ball out of the infield. A base hit to third, a hit by pitch, and a walk. And the base is now loaded for York for the designated hitter, Joel Guzman. Dan Blewett is the Duck warming up in the bullpen down the left field line, and it looks like he might come in here. And indeed he will. Kevin Baez has come out of the dugout, has already made the motion of the bullpen. So after a strong 3rd inning from Kevin Vance, 3 have reached without hitting the ball out of the infield here in the 4th inning. And Dan Blewett will come on for Long Island with the bases loaded and nobody out in the bottom of the 4th, and the Ducks trailing by a count of 6-2.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Marty Jansen, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bayshore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Well, Dan Blewett has taken over for Kevin Vance here in the 4th. Kevin Baez trying to get 2 innings of relief out of Vance, who took over in the 3rd when Bobby Blevins' night was done after 2 innings, allowing 6 runs all in the 2nd inning. And Baez having a short leash with his right-hander. And this now his 4th start that he has struggled in a row. Although one of those was a quality start, but he did give up 3 runs on 7 hits and 6 in the 3rd. Meanwhile, Vance, a 1-2-3 inning in the 3rd. But here in the 4th, a leadoff infield single by the 9-hitter Josh Wilson. Then hit Jason Repko with a fastball. And a lot of walk to Isaiah Tejeda that has loaded up the bases with nobody out, and a chance for the Revolution to really open up this game, as the Ducks had cut it to a 4-run ball game and then missed out in the top of the inning with 2 on and nobody out. Here is Joel Guzman at the plate from the right side, 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch from Dan Blewett, and Guzman delivers a strike over the inside corner, 0-1. So big moment in the game here. If the Ducks want to come back, they've got to hold the Revolution to minimal or no damage here. And you've got Guzman, Nash, and Perez as the 3 hitters next due up in this inning. Here comes an 0-1. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses low and outside. And that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Guzman had doubled to center field back in the first inning and then grounded to short in the second. Following the Tejeda grand slam, it is Wilson at third, Repko at second, and Tejeda at first. 1-1, swing and a miss. Guzman way out in front. And the count goes to 1-2, and the key here is finding a way to get Guzman out for the first out of the inning and then bring Nash to the plate with a chance to get the double play and get out of further trouble. Now the 1-2 from Blewett. Right-hander kicks and fires, and Guzman will swing and miss, strike 3, chasing a ball down in the dirt. 4th strikeout for Ducks pitching tonight, and a big first out recorded by Blewett. And now the strong-hitting Telvin Nash will come to the plate. Blewett this year has struggled out of the bullpen 17 games. He is 0-1 with a 7.11 ERA. 10 runs on 19 hits in 12 2/3 innings, 4 walks to 14 strikeouts. But picks up strikeout number 15 there. Now with 1 away, up to the plate steps Telvin Nash, who homered his last time up to left center field. Blewett comes set. His first pitch to Telvin Nash is a breaking ball low and inside, 1-0. He's got to be careful here to Nash, but at the same time, you don't want to walk him because that would force in a run. From the stretch to 1-0. Blewett kicks and fires, and this fastball delivered on the outside corner for a strike. It'll even up the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 offering, a swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2 as Nash chases outside. Blewett looking for the second out of the inning with the bases loaded, and now time is called here at home plate. Blewett ahead in the count, might try and get Nash to chase down and away for another strikeout. Gets the sign and comes set. Here comes the 1-2. Kicking the pitch on the way is just inside. He tried to buzz the fastball over the corner, and he just missed. So now it'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded for the Revolution. 1 man out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Two. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blewett got him on the fastball swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for the right-hander after Vance loaded up the bases, and now 1 out away from escaping this big jam here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, Andres Perez.
So with 2 down, here is Andres Perez to the plate from the right side. Perez 0 for 2 on the night. And thus far, Perez and Thurber, the only 2 Revs that have yet to reach base. First pitch on the way from Blewett to Perez, and a breaking ball misses low. So the count goes to 1-0 on Perez. Bounce to third, line to short, both of which ended innings. And now Blewett trying to get him to end another inning here in the fourth with the bases loaded and 2 men out. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball, a check swing. They appeal, and first base umpire Brian DeBrouwer says he went around. And that will even up the count at 1-1. Repko at second base, Wilson at third, Tejeda at first, with 2 men out in the inning. Blewett has struck out back-to-back hitters. And now a 1-1 on the way. Fastball down and away, and a good block at home plate by Blank. Keeping the ball at the dish and not allowing any of the runners to advance. And the count now 2-1. 6-2 Revolution lead it. They're out hitting the Ducks 6-5. All 6 of their runs coming in the bottom of the second inning against Blevins. And now Blewett trying to get through this inning and retire 3 in a row to keep the score right here. Shakes off Blank. And now time called as Perez asks for time at the plate. Big matter right here for York. And a 2-1 coming up from Blewett. Gets the pitch he likes now. Kicks and fires. Perez takes another fastball way out of the zone, and it's now 3-1. Nowhere to put Perez. Another out of the zone would force home a run and make this a 7-2 ball game. And a good hitter's count here for Perez, and I have to think that if he sees something he likes, he'll be swinging away at 3-1. Blewett out of the stretch, ready. His 3-1 on the way. Kicks and fires, and Perez will take inside ball 4. That will force home a run. So Blewett had struck out 2 in a row and was 1 out away from getting out of the inning, but a bases loaded walk has forced in a run for Perez's 25th RBI of the season, and it's back to a 5-run lead for York at 7-2. Long Island gifting the Revolution that run. An infield single, a hit by pitch, and 2 walks in this inning have produced the run for York. And now Alfredo Marte to the plate with 2 outs and the bases loaded. And now time called again at the plate as Blewett and Blank seem to be having some trouble getting on the same page. Right-hander gets the sign and comes set. First pitch on the way to Marte is a fastball low and outside. Now Blewett seems to have lost the strike zone a bit. Count goes to 1-0. Again, if he can get out of trouble here and still keep this relatively in close capacity, that would be a good move by Blewett. Here, another ball low and inside as he misses with the breaking ball. It's 2-0. Kevin Byas has to be beside himself in the Ducks dugout here. Blewett was so close to getting out of this jam, but walked Andres Perez, now behind on Marte, 2-0. And the Revolution being patient right now with the Ducks right-handers that's having trouble throwing strikes. Here's the 2-0 from Blewett. And this fastball misses high and inside, ball 3. And another out of the zone would force home yet another run, and it looks like the Ducks are going to have to get some action going in their bullpen yet again. Not to think that Marte will take here. The 3-0 from Dan Blewett. Kicks and fires. Marte takes the strike this time on the inside corner, and it's 3-1. Blewett in his first season with the Ducks was an all-star last year with the River Sharks when they were part of the Atlantic League. He's just not had the same success on the mound this year with Long Island. Now his 3-ball, 1-strike offering to Marte. Kicks and deals, and Marte takes a fastball up high, ball 4. Another run coming home on a bases-loaded walk. Back-to-back 2-out bases-loaded walks issued by Dan Blewett, and it's an 8-2 game in favor of York. Home runs are one thing, and 5 of the 6 runs in that second inning coming home on home runs, but it all started with a hit by pitch of Alfredo Marte in that second inning that led to the big rally. And here this inning, 5 have reached without hitting the ball in the outfield. 4 have reached without hitting the ball, period. And the Ducks just gifting the Revolution runs right now, and down by 4 entering the inning. You cannot do that. And Dan Blewett, who had struck out big hitters Joel Guzman and Telvin Nash after taking over for Kevin Vance, was 1 out away from leaving the bases loaded, and what a huge lift that would be for the Ducks. But has now walked Perez and Marte. For Marte, it is his 6th RBI of the year. The lead is now 6 for York. Now the 8th man to hit in the inning, Brian Pounds, will step up to the plate. Blewett looks into blank after the visit to the mound from Marty Jansen. And his first pitch on the way to Pounds is a breaking ball taken for a strike over the inside corner, 0-1. And after these 2 walks have made this a 6-run game, which is still quite a large deficit. Again, 1 swing of the bat from this Revolution team that leads the league in home runs could really put this game out of reach for Long Island. Here comes the 0-1. Blewett kicks and fires, and Pounds a swing and a miss, chasing down and away. So Blewett has gotten ahead quickly at 0-2. And now 1 strike away from avoiding any further trouble. 2 are in for York. They lead it by 6. Pounds tonight an RBI double and a run scored in the 2nd, and a strikeout swinging in the 3rd. Here's the 0-2. Blewett fires, and this is lifted foul, first base side, up and out of play. Pounds fights off another tough pitch. Blewett has already thrown 22 pitches since taking over for Vance. Half of them for balls, half of them for strikes. We'll have another 0-2 pitch coming up here to Pounds. Runner at third base is Tejeda. The second base runner is Perez, and Marte at first. 0-2, breaking ball, fouled off again to the first base side. So Pounds fights off another tough pitch, and we'll do it yet again at 0-2. Be a long night for the Ducks bullpen to try and get through the remainder of this game after Bobby Blevins goes only 2 innings tonight. The Ducks starters had given them length over these last few games, but tonight not the case. They'll need some length from Jack Snodgrass tomorrow in the finale of this series after what will be a long night tonight. The 0-2, breaking ball line in a right center field. That is going to get down for a base hit, and it's going to split the outfielders. Into score is Tejeda. Into score is Perez. Marte around third. He will score as well. A bases clearing double off the bat of Brian Pounds. 5 more runs in for York, and they have opened a commanding 11-2 lead here in the 4th inning. 2 outs in the inning after back-to-back strikeouts from Dan Blewett. And he has now walked 2 in a row and given up a 3-run double to Brian Pounds. And the Revs lead is now 9. The 2-out struggles for the Ducks coming back to bite them here tonight. 5 more runs coming across in this 4th inning for York. So now a runner at second base with 2 out, and as 3 straight have reached with 2 outs in the inning. And up to the plate steps Charlie Thurber, the 9th man to bat in the inning. First pitch swinging, he fouls one off. And in the case of Brian Pounds, Blewett was ahead 0-2. Pounds fouled off a couple pitches. And Blewett gave him a pitch to hit, and lined a double into the gap. His 2nd double of the night and 11th of the year. He's got 4 RBIs tonight and up to 26 on the season. Oh-1, and Thurber pops one up in the air to center field. This should get Blewett out of the inning. Blake T. Cody is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But the Revolution bat around for the 2nd time in this ball game. They score 5 runs, all with 2 outs in the inning. Just 2 hits in the inning, only 1 of which left the infield. No errors and only 1 runner left on base. And we have played 4 innings tonight. It is all York. They lead it 11-2.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolat patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the exclusive Trouttown Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan Can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trouttown Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience awaits. Well, Ducks fans, it's a chilly night here tonight, so warm up with a cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet coffee, available at the concession stands all season long at Bethpage Ballpark. Regular and decaf, Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or check out their cafes in the Hamptons. Dan Blewett was 1 out away from getting out of a bases-loaded, no-out jam, but back-to-back 2-out bases-loaded walks forced in 2 runs. Brian Pounds then delivered a 3-run double with 2 strikes, and the Revolution with 5 runs in the 4th now lead it 11-2. Anthony Vega at the plate has a 1-0 count. Pitch on the way is taken outside, and that is ball 2. Vega extending his on-base streak to 9 consecutive games with a walk back in the 3rd and later scored his 20th run of the year. 2-0, taken inside, ball 3. Vega had 2 hits last night, has now gotten 2 hits in 3 straight games and 4 of his last 5. So he has certainly been hitting the ball very well of late and getting on base well. 3-0 is a strike on the outside corner. During his 8-game on base streak entering tonight was hitting .480, 12 for 25, 2 doubles, 3 triples, 7 RBI, and 6 runs in that span. And here he takes low ball 4, so he's got 2 walks again here tonight. And for De La Cruz, that is the 3rd walk he has issued this evening. It's another Municipal Credit Union. Walks with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So a run around at first, nobody out. And again, the Ducks will need to find a way if they want to win this game to come back, and they've got a long way to go. It all starts with a good inning here in the 5th against Kelvin De La Cruz, who has not had his best stuff tonight. He's allowed 5 hits and 2 runs over 4 innings, along with now 3 walks, but has limited the damage. First pitch to Phelan Lentini is in for a strike, 0-1. Lentini, a good night so far, 2 hits and 2 at-bats, a base hit up the middle in the 1st and a base hit to left in the 3rd inning. Here's the 0-1, and Lentini swings and hits a bullet foul down the 3rd base line into an empty row of seats. Count quickly 0-2. The Ducks really hurt themselves in the top of the 4th inning. They had runners at 1st and 2nd with nobody out after Puckett doubled and Blank walked. But Blake T. flew out to right center, and Mike Dowd grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. And then in the bottom of the 4th, the Revolution capitalizing. They only needed 1 ball to be hit into the outfield, yet still scored 5 runs. 0-2. Ground ball foul on a breaking ball from De La Cruz, 3rd base side. Matt Wessinger waits on deck. Again, he took over for the injured Dan Lyons, who suffered a hamstring injury here tonight. No update further than that. We'll have to find out after the game what his status is, but the 3rd Duck to go down with a hamstring injury this year, in addition to Puckett and Ford. Ford still recovering on the disabled list right now. 0-2. And Lentini, a line drive down the left field line. Fair ball. That is going to be a base hit. It heads into the corner. Vega will go to 3rd. He'll stop right there. Lentini around 1st. And he is in at 2nd with the double. A line drive down the left field line that just landed fair. So Lentini's got his 3rd hit of the night, his 13th double of the season.
Shortstop, Matt Wessinger.
The Ducks with runners at second and third, nobody out. And here is Matt Wessinger to the plate. So as we mentioned, you can't score all 9 runs at once, but trying to chip back into this game where it's very difficult to score 9 all in one inning. Certainly possible. First pitch to Wessinger is in for a strike, 0-1. Wessinger on the year hitting 188 in 24 games for Long Island. No homers and 8 runs batted in. Getting his first action now in this series. The 0-1, big curveball, that misses upstairs. And we'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wessinger, Lions had a fly out to center and a double play ground out in the 3rd inning. 1-1, fastball catches the inside corner, another called strike. And Wessinger behind here at 1-2. And with runners at second and third, nobody out. Ducks have to get on the scoreboard in this inning and close this deficit, which now stands at 9. Here's the 1-2. De La Cruz delivers, and Wessinger swings, fouls this one off to the first base side out of play. The thermometer out in left center field currently reads 64 degrees. It's a chilly night here in York tonight, one of the coolest nights we've had in quite a while. Some rain that came through during the day yesterday knocked the temperature down a little bit yesterday, but especially so here today. And the 1-2 to Wessinger, swinging a foul ball again. This time back behind the plate. So we will do it yet again at 1-2. Ruben Gotay, who has a pair of hits, waits on deck. Vega leads from third, Lentini from second base with nobody out. Now the 1-2 pitch, down and in. Taken for a ball. That'll leave it up to count at 2-2. Ducks also had a bigger opportunity in the third when they had 2 on with nobody out. But Lions had hit into the double play ball, and the only way the Ducks scored was on the wild pitch thrown by De La Cruz. 2-2 on the way. De La Cruz fires, and Wessinger takes the curveball downstairs. Good eye for Wessinger, who has shown that good eye at the plate this year. 11 walks so far on the season. Tied for the second most on this team. Lentini leads the team with 13 entering play tonight. Now the 3-2. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike 3. Good pitch that time from De La Cruz. That is his second strikeout of the night. And Wessinger retired for the first out of this 5th inning. Well, we forgot to give you the answer to our 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Gave you the question in the bottom of the 4th inning. Darren Downs, prior to this season, had a career high of 10 strikeouts. He has already struck out 11 twice this season. His career high of 10 came all the way back in 2009 when pitching for the Charlotte Stone Crabs. Back-to-back starts, he actually did it. First pitch here is taken low and inside for ball 1 by Gotay. We wanted to know who the Charlotte Stone Crabs were an affiliate of. And if you guessed the Tampa Bay Rays, you would be correct. Not too far away from their home in St. Pete. Downs was a member of Charlotte that season in 2009, as well as AA Montgomery. As here, Gotay takes a fastball strike. It's 1-1. That year, Downs was 12-4 with Charlotte with an ERA of 2 in 20 games, 19 starts, earning himself a promotion to Montgomery. In August of that season, where he made 2 starts, Gotay takes down and in, just missed his back foot. Count 2-1. And in those 2 starts, the first was against Lakeland. Through 7 scoreless innings, giving up just 5 hits and 3 walks while striking out 10. Then followed it up, gave up 6 unearned runs and 10 hits in 5 2/3 innings at Dunedin, but did not walk a batter and struck out 10. 2-1 on the way to Gotay. He swings and misses, chasing low and inside. And now he's got a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. And De La Cruz looking to record his second out in a row after giving up the walk and the double. Here comes the 2-2. De La Cruz deals, and Gotay takes a fastball low and inside. De La Cruz thought he had strike 3 and did not like the non-call from Tim Detweiler, the home plate umpire. So Gotay has worked the count full at 3-2. There is action for the Ducks in their bullpen down the left field line. Looks like we will see a third reliever here tonight in the bottom of the 5th inning. Payoff. And Gotay swings a ground ball to the left side and through. Diving stop made by Wilson on the outfield grass. He'll have no play, though. An RBI infield single for Ruben Gotay, his 3rd hit of the game. And the Ducks get their 3rd run of the night and close to within 11-3. Gotay with his 10th run batted in of the year. Vega his 2nd run of the night, 21st of the season. Lentini, who was at second, had to stay put there. So the Ducks get their 3rd run of the ball game. Now have 1st and 2nd with 1 out. Long Island now with 7 hits on the evening. Each team now with 7. And here is Tyler Colvin from the left side. First pitch from De La Cruz, and Colvin swings, and it's a line drive base hit into right field. Lentini to third. Kevin Baez waving him around. Here's the throw to the plate from Jason Repko. It's cut off by Telvin Nash. An RBI single for Tyler Colvin. 2 runs in the 5th for Long Island, and they close to within 11-4. So Long Island doing well to get runs on the scoreboard here, and it looks like that will be the end of the night for Kelvin De La Cruz. Mark Mason has come out of the dugout for York. And it looks like he might take out De La Cruz here, which would deny him the possibility of the win when his offense has given him 11 runs of support. Has not looked down, not taken the ball yet. Now he will. So he takes the ball from De La Cruz. That will end his night. De La Cruz will not be able to get the win this evening. And the Revolution bullpen will come in to relieve him. It looks like a right-hander coming on for York. We'll take a break and come back. Ducks have closed to within 7 at 11-4.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Marty Jansen, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bayshore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Two runs in here in the 5th inning for Long Island has closed the gap to 11-4. And Long Island with runners at 1st and 2nd, still only 1 out. The night is over for Kelvin De La Cruz, who despite getting 11 runs of support by the York Revolution offense will not be able to get a win here this evening, as he comes out with only 1 out in this top of the 5th inning. So it does not go the required 5 innings to get the win. And a familiar face for this Long Island Ducks team, Mariel Checo, who was signed this offseason by the Revolutions, will take the mound for York to face his former team and former teammate, Cody Puckett. And with 1 swing of the bat here by Cody Puckett, we can have ourselves a 4-run game, which is exactly what it was going into that bottom of the 4th inning. And what an inning it would be for Long Island if they could get 5 runs right back. They have already gotten 2 on the base hits from Gotay and Colvin. First pitch from Checo on the way. And Puckett takes a fastball inside that nearly hit him. So the count goes to 1-0. Puckett tonight, 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up back in the 4th inning. His 8th double of the year. Flew out to left field in inning number 1. Gotay leads from 2nd and Colvin from 1st with 1 out. 1-0 pitch, and Puckett swings and pops this one up foul back behind the plate. This will go upstairs and out of play. And will leave in the count at 1-1. Thus far for York, Checo has pitched in a total of 14 games, has made one start. He is 2-0 with a 2.16 ERA and has one save as well. 5 runs, 4 earned allowed on 10 hits and 7 walks in 16 2/3 innings while striking out 17. She had a good strong arm for Long Island late last year. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fires and Puckett swings. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Going back to left fielder Thurber at the track. He looks up and it's off the wall. Around third is Gotay. He's in to score. Going for second and in there safely with the RBI double is Cody Puckett. Third straight run scoring hit for the Ducks, and it's now an 11-5 contest. Second double of the night for Cody Puckett and nearly hit a home run. If that was about 5 feet to the right, that would have cleared the wall and been a home run. That wall drops down from its 38-foot height to about 8 feet, where the playground is in left center, and he just missed getting it there. Otherwise, it would have been his team-leading 6th home run of the season. And now second and third with one out for Mike Blank. First pitch here, and he takes a strike. Nothing, and won that run, obviously, charged to De La Cruz. Colvin goes to third on the double by Puckett, his second hit of the game. Gotay scoring his first run of the night and 11th of the year. 0-1 from Checo to Blank. Swings and lines this one into left field. Going back Thurber to the warning track, and he'll make the catch. Colvin will tag from third. He will come in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI by Mike Blank. Ducks had another run, their 4th of the inning, and they've closed to within 11-6. So give Blank his 17th run batted in of the year on his second sacrifice fly. Puckett has to stay put at second, but Colvin able to score from third base. That will end the line on Kelvin De La Cruz at 6 runs, all of which were earned. Now with 2 outs, here is Blake T. Cody. He swings and misses at a fastball for strike 1. T. Cody 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a fly out to right. So he is trying to get on base here and give Mike Dowd an opportunity. T. Cody, the 8th Duck to come to the plate in this inning. Checo's 0-1. And T. Cody swings and misses again late on the fastball, clocked at 93 on the scoreboard. It's quickly 0-2. Checo pitched in 6 games for Long Island, had an 0-1 record with a 9.45 ERA, 7 runs on 5 hits and 4 walks in 6 2/3 innings. Did strike out 9 though, so showed some life on that fastball, which he certainly has shown here. But the Ducks have the RBI double and the sac fly off of him since he has taken over for De La Cruz. Now the 0-2, and T. Cody is swinging a miss, strike 3, chasing low and outside. That'll end the inning, but the Ducks send 8 men to the plate. They get 4 runs in the inning on 4 hits and a walk, no errors. They leave 1 on base, and they've gotten right back into this ball game. We go to the bottom half of the 5th, halfway through. It's the Revolution 11 and the Ducks 6.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Blank, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, the Trout Town fan can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, after the Revolution score 4 in the bottom half of the 4th inning, the Ducks answer with 4 runs in the top of the 5th inning on RBI singles from Ruben Gotay and Tyler Colvin, an RBI double from Cody Puckett, and a sac fly from Mike Blank. And this is now a 5-run game at 11-6. Ducks are right back in it. That's exactly what Long Island was looking for after the very difficult bottom half of the 4th inning. So the Ducks are right back in this ball game. And now Jared Casey will come out of the bullpen to take over for Dan Blewett, who nearly got out of a big jam in that 4th inning, but could not do so before allowing 5 runs. And Casey will come in as the 3rd reliever of the night in relief of Bobby Blevins. And he will face Josh Wilson, Jason Repko, and Isaiah Tejeda in the 5th inning. So here is Wilson to the plate. 2 hits and 2 runs on the evening. First pitch on the way from Casey, and Wilson hits a fly ball in the air to right, deep. Back goes Lentini. On the warning track, reaches up, and he makes the catch. Excellent running grab by Phelan Lentini in right to rob an extra base hit the opposite way from Josh Wilson and retire him for the first out of this 5th inning. So, some final lines for you. For Kevin Vance tonight in relief of Blevins, 1 inning plus 3 batters in the 4th. Gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 runs, all of which were earned, but all of which came after Blewett took over. First pitch is a strike, and the count 0-1. Vance struck out 2 and hit a batter. He had tossed a 1-2-3 third inning, but allowed the first 3 to reach on an infield single, a walk, and a hit by pitch in the 4th. Here, Casey misses low, and that'll even up the count at 1-1. Meanwhile, Dan Blewett, who took over for Vance, struck out 2 in a row, but allowed the 2-out walk to Perez with the bases loaded, same to Marte, and then the 3-run double to Pounds. 1-1 is a high pop-up, foul territory, third base side of the plate. Mike Blank sheds the mask, looking for it. On the warning track, he can't make the catch as it lands foul on the warning track. And so instead of the 2nd out, it is now 1-2. Puckethead came over as well, but Blank looked like he had the best angle on it and just could not come up with it, never touched it with the glove. So instead it's now 1-2 on Repko, who has struck out, walked, and been hit by a pitch tonight and has scored twice. So Blewett 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 runs, both earned, and 2 strikeouts in his relief appearance. It's not been a good night for the Ducks pitchers, but the offense has gotten them back in this game. An 11-6 ball game. Here, a breaking ball down low from Casey runs the count even at 2-2. Meanwhile, the final line on York starter Kelvin De La Cruz, who will get a no decision tonight. 4 1/3 innings, he gives up 8 hits and 6 runs, all of which were earned. Walked 3, struck out 2, and threw 2 wild pitches. 93 pitches for him, 55 for strikes. So not a good night for the pitching staffs of either side. 2-2. Breaking ball just missed. I'm guessing a little high, but it looked pretty close here. And Kevin Baez asking for the location from the third base dugout. So it is now a 3-2 count on Repko. Pitch on the way from Casey. Repko is swinging a miss, strike 3. Blew the fastball by him. First strikeout for Casey, and the 6th for Ducks pitching. And 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Casey tries to throw a scoreless bottom of the 5th. Ducks are out hitting the Revolution tonight 9-7, but York has taken advantage thus far of 3 2-hit batters and 5 walks in this game issued by Ducks pitching. But the Ducks scoring 4 runs in the 5th inning to cut this deficit from 9-5. And now Casey looking for the shutdown inning in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch misses outside from Casey, 1-0. The left-hander for Long Island has appeared in 13 games thus far. No record, a 3.86 ERA. 5 runs on 13 hits and 7 walks in 11 2/3 innings while striking out 14. 1-0. There's a breaking ball strike on the outside corner. Evens the count up at 1-1. Michael Pollock here with you at Peoples Bank Park in York, Pennsylvania, where last night only 1 run scored total between the two teams on 8 hits. Tonight, 17 runs on 16 hits. 1-1, fouled off first base side, well out of play. The count 1-2. If you joined us on the pregame show, you would know that is exactly what we expected. With the starters tonight, both having struggled of late. For Blevins, it's now a 4-start stretch that he really is not on his best stuff. And for De La Cruz, it's now 5 starts in a row that he has struggled, but will end a 4-game losing skid as he'll take a no decision tonight. 1-2, breaking ball misses low and inside, and that'll work the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cody Puckett playing fairly close to the bag at third base, but mostly straight away for the Ducks infield. Here comes a 2-2. Pitch on the way, swung and popped up in the air to shallow right field. Out on the grass is the second baseman, Ruben Gotay. Settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll end the 5th inning. So a good job by Jared Casey coming out of the bullpen. He gets the shutdown inning, retires the side in order. On to the 6th we go. Revolution 11 and the Ducks 6.
Hey fans, this is relief pitcher Bruce Kern, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free, it takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglinY.com/savemoney.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to beat the Chappies Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappies Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappies Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Well, the Ducks got what they needed. They got 4 runs in the top of the 5th inning to close a 9-run deficit to 5, and then got a shutdown inning from a reliever as Jared Casey came in and retired the side in order in the bottom of the 5th inning. So that has allowed this game to become a ball game again at 11-6, and the Ducks will come back to the plate against Mariel Checo, who will stay in after recording the final 2 outs of the 5th inning. He'll stay in to pitch the 6th, and it'll be Dowd, Vega, and Lantini coming to the plate. So here is Mike Dowd to the plate. First pitch to him is a breaking ball strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Dowd tonight is 0 for 2 at the plate. He has flown out to center and grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. Nick Struck now warming for Long Island as this pitch misses low and outside, and will even things up at 1-1. Here, a swing and a miss, chasing down and away was Dowd, and he now falls behind at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Checo working out of the windup, gets the sign from Tejeda. And the 1-2 pitch is down to the dirt. Skips away, but nobody on base. So it is now even up at 2-2 on Dowd, who last night couldn't get anything going at the plate, nor could the majority of the Ducks offense. Nobody had any hits, nor was able to reach base aside from Gotay and Vega. 2-2. Fastball misses low and away. That has worked the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the Ducks again looking to get the leadoff man on. It would mark the 4th straight inning they were able to do so, and 5th time in this game if Dowd is able to reach. Here's the 3-2, and Dowd swings, fouls this one off to the first base side out of play. Good swing to fight it off. And we will do it again at 3-2. So the Ducks have closed to within 11-6 and trying to chip away even further here in this 6th inning against the Revolution bullpen. Here's another payoff pitch, and Dowd will swing and miss, strike 3. Cut through the fastball down in the zone. 2nd strikeout for Checo, and the 4th for Revolution pitching. There's the first out of the 6th inning. So with 1 away up to the plate, will step Anthony Vega, who has been on base both times tonight. A couple of walks have led to a couple of runs for Vega. He's become a valuable addition to the lineup, showcasing why he should stay in the lineup once Delta Cleary Jr. returns from his hand injury. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Cleary Jr., typically the Ducks' left fielder. The Ducks are hoping, if all goes well, to have him back possibly next week. We will wait and see the 0-1. And down in the dirt, taking on a breaking ball. It'll even things up at 1-1. And the question is does Vega come out of the lineup? Does he go in and play center field? Does Cleary go to play center field if they decide to rest T. Cody? Lentini seems like a safe bet to stay in. 1-1, swing and a miss. Vega way out in front. Another hard fastball down in the zone, and it's 1-2. And eventually Lou Ford will make his comeback as long as he recovers healthy from the hamstring injury. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball on the outside corner, a called strike 3. Nice job by Checo to paint the outside corner, his 3rd strikeout in a row. And just like that, 2 outs here in the 6th. So Dowd and Vega retired on strikes. And with 2 away up to the plate, will step Phelan Lentini, who's got 3 hits and 3 at-bats tonight. After seeing his 12-game hitting streak come to an end last night, hoping to start a new one here tonight. The first pitch to him is taken on the inside corner at the knees for strike 1. Lentini singled to center and scored in the 1st inning, singled to left in the 3rd, and then doubled to left and scored in the 5th inning. Checo ready to deal an 0-1. And now time is called at home plate as Lentini stepped out of the batter's box. Checo ready to go. And the 0-1 down in the dirt. Blocked by Tejeda. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. A lovely but chilly night for baseball here in York. Temperature now reading 62 degrees in left center. Here's the 1-1 on the way. And Lentini fouls this one off back behind the plate. So the count goes to 1-2. And Checo a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning here in inning number 6. Ducks trailing 11-6 tonight. Revolution trying to pick up the win and give themselves an opportunity at the sweep tomorrow. Lentini had gone out of the batter's circle. And now we'll step back into the box. Checo is ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming up. And again, time is called. It looked like Checo was ready, but then had to step out. Now the 1-2 on the way. Lentini, a line drive back up the middle into center field. His 4th hit of the night is a single to center. So Lentini is on tonight. After the rough night last night, he has picked up hits in all 4 of his at-bats. And he joins Dan Lyons as the only 2 Ducks this year with 4 or more hits in a game. So Lentini is on with 2 men out. And that will bring Matt Wessinger to the plate for his 2nd at-bat of the night. He digs in from the right side. Let's see if the Ducks can get a 2-out rally going here in the 6th. Checo faked the throw over to first, but nothing doing there. Both teams of action in their bullpen. We mentioned earlier it was Nick Struck in the Ducks bullpen. Not sure who is throwing for York. First pitch, and Wessinger swings and hits a ground ball to the left side. Fielded by the third baseman Pounds. Goes the short way to second for the force, and the side is retired in the 6th inning. No runs to the Ducks on 1 hit. They leave 1 on base, 5.5 through. The Revolution still in front by 5.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Dowd, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Nick Struck comes out of the bullpen as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Long Island trailing York by a count of 11-6 in a game that is the exact opposite of last night, which was a terrific pitcher's duel. Tonight it's been more of a slugfest. York has hit 2 homers, Long Island none though. But Long Island with 4 runs in the 5th, closing what was an 11-2 deficit to 11-6. And Nick Struck will take over in the 6th and face the heart of the order for York. Guzman, Nash, and Perez, 3, 4, and 5. Struck is the 4th reliever called upon by Kevin Byas tonight, as the Ducks bullpen getting their workout in tonight following a rough outing again for Bobby Blevins, who walked 2, gave up 5 hits, and surrendered 6 runs in just 2 innings of work before Kevin Byas took him out of the game. So it'll be Joel Guzman to lead off, followed by Telvin Nash and Andres Perez. Nick Struck in after a very good inning from Jarrett Casey in the 5th. First Duck pitcher in this game not to give up a run. First pitch swinging, Guzman hits a fly ball to deep center. Back goes T. Cody at the wall, and he makes the catch on the warning track and over the shoulder grab to rob Joel Guzman of an extra base hit, and there's the first out of the 6th inning. Leadoff hitters the last 2 innings, Wilson in the 5th and Guzman in the 6th, hitting the ball a long way. But the ball did die in the outfield as the wind not blowing as strongly as it was earlier in the game. And so the catch is made for the first out. Jarrett Casey a scoreless inning in the 5th. No hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Now Telvin Nash to the plate. And Struck's first pitch to Nash is a fastball taken for a strike. And the count 0-1. Nash is 1 for 2 on the night. A solo homer back in the 2nd inning to the left of the batter's eye. His league-leading 12th of the year. Here he takes down and away for ball 1. Also walked in the 1st and struck out in the 4th. He was the 2nd of 2 straight strikeouts for Dan Blewett before Blewett allowed 5 runs, all with 2 outs. Had those not scored and everything else went the same, we'd have a tie game right now. And here outside, a ball missed by Struck. It's 2-1. Blewett was just 1 out away from getting out of that jam before he walked Perez, walked Marte, gave up a 3-run double with 2 strikes to Pounds. Those 2 out hits and walks hurting the Ducks right now. 2-1 is fouled off back behind the plate. Off the bat of Nash, and the count is even at 2-2. We'll look at some out-of-town scores this inning, get you caught up around the Atlantic League. Bottom of the 7th inning in New Britain, and the Patriots have a 6-2 lead over the Bees at New Britain Stadium. Darren Gorski started for the Patriots, allowed just 1 hit and 1 run through 6 innings. Did walk 4, though. Strikeout 7. Kyler Newby now on the mound. Brian Dupre started for New Britain. Anthony Marzi now doing the pitching. Here comes a 2-2 from Struck to Nash. Kicks and fires, and Nash swings and just gets a piece, fouls it off back behind the plate. To the backstop, we'll do it again. Patriots being led tonight by Trayvon Robinson, who has 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Michael Jones is also driven in 2, while the Bees have gotten RBIs tonight from Jovan Rosa and Anthony Hewitt. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball misses outside. 3-2 now on Nash. In Sugar Land, Texas, Blue Crabs off to a good start. They lead the Skeeters 5-1, top of the 3rd inning. Brian Burr starting tonight for for Southern Maryland. Barrett Laux started for Sugar Land last year, just an inning and 2/3, walking 5 batters. Jake Hale is now pitching. Here's the 3-2 to Nash, and he will swing and line one into left field. Anthony Vega will have to play this one on a hop as it lands for a base hit. 2nd hit of the night for Nash, and he is on with 1 out in the 6th inning. Southern Maryland being led offensively by Brian Nelson and Michael Snyder. They have each driven in 2 runs. Darby Myers also has an RBI. Ken Mathis has driven in a run so far for Sugar Land. As again, Southern Maryland leads 5-1. So with 1 away and Nash at first, up to the plate will step Andres Perez, who got that 2-out rally going in the 4th with the bases loaded walk against Dan Blewett. Struck out of the stretch now, and his first pitch is inside, almost caught Perez on the numbers of the front of the jersey. And the count 1-0. Perez with the bases loaded walk, his 25th RBI of the year. Before that had grounded to 3rd and line to short in the 1st and 2nd innings respectively. Ground ball at the 3rd base line, foul. That'll even things up at 1-1. Earlier today was the Bluefish defeating the Barnstormers 9-8 with 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. They come back and win. Brian Evans had started for Lancaster, and Jonathan Albaladejo for Bridgeport. Neither factored into the decision. Demney, who made his debut for Bridgeport, picks up the win, improves to 1-0. Gracie, the loss, fell to 2-1 for Lancaster, and Thompson, his 3rd save of the year. That was Taylor Thompson for Bridgeport. Throw over to first, and Nash dives back safely. Home run department, Kevin Aarons hit his 5th of the year for the Barnstormers. Endy Chavez his 1st for Bridgeport, and Dan Johnson had 2, his 4th and his 5th for the Bluefish. 1-1. Perez takes the low and inside on a breaking ball. It's 2-1. Johnson had 3 RBIs and 3 hits. Chavez 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. And Aarons with 2 hits and 4 RBIs to lead Lancaster. Here comes a 2-1. Line drive to left. Anthony Vega races back, and he'll make the catch right above the grass. A sinking liner to left field that Vega had moved back on and then realized he had to come in on it as it was diving, and he just makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Now with 2 away, that'll leave it up to Alfredo Marte. Top of the 6th inning at Yankee Stadium, and the Angels have a 5-4 lead over the Yankees. First pitch on the way from Struck here is popped up foul back behind the plate by Alfredo Marte. So the count goes to 0-1 on Marte, who has bases loaded walk tonight, along with a hit by pitch, has scored twice and has also struck out once. Jeffrey Marte has homered for the Angels tonight, his 2nd of the year. Gregorio Petita is 1st as Marte takes a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. He disagreed with the call. Jacoby Ellsbury with his 3rd home run of the year for New York. Jared Weaver started for the Angels. He is still in. Nathan Eovaldi for the Yankees has given away to Anthony Swarzak. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off by Marte. So we'll do it again at 0-2. Meanwhile, they are playing in Pittsburgh. Mets and the Pirates are tied at 3, bottom half of the 5th inning. Noah Syndergaard started for the Mets. He's still in. Jamison Tylon for the Pirates. 0-2. Popped up in the air, foul, first base side. Blank chasing towards the stands along with Struck. This will be back into the crowd, though. Ty Kelly, who is playing third base today for the Mets. His first home run of the season. No homers for the Pirates. They have RBIs from Jaso, Polanco, and Kang. Conforto has also driven in a run for the Mets. Game 3-3 through 5 innings of play at PNC Park. And tonight at 9 o'clock out in Cleveland, momentarily getting underway, it'll be the Warriors and the Cavaliers in Game 3 of the NBA Finals, of which Golden State leads 2-0. 0-2 coming from Struck with 2 outs and a runner at first, and Marte takes a fastball up high and inside for ball 1. Here the Ducks trailing 11-6. They have out-hit York tonight 10-8, but the Revolution taking advantage of 5 Ducks walks, a couple of hit batters as well. And they've gotten 2 home runs in the game. Marte is swinging a miss, strike 3, as Struck got him to chase down in his own first strikeout for Struck, and the 7th for Ducks pitching. So a scoreless inning from Struck, no runs, a hit, 1 left on base. 6 innings complete, and it's the Revolution in front by 5.
Snodgrass, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-5. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. To the 7th inning we go. Long Island Ducks trailing the York Revolution 11-6 here in game number 2 of this 3-game set. Ricardo Gomez, the former Long Island Duck, has come on to pitch for the Revolution. We'll give you his numbers in a bit. Second reliever of the night, he takes over from Ariel Checo, who is in line for the win after a scoreless inning and 2/3 of relief, despite allowing 2 run-scoring at-bats, an RBI double and a sac fly after taking over for Kelvin De La Cruz, but those runs were charged to De La Cruz. Gives up 2 hits, no runs, did not walk a batter, and struck out 3. And again, he is in line for his 3rd win of the year if the Revolution can hang on to this lead. Ruben Gotay to lead off, and he takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Gotay with 3 hits in 3 at-bats tonight, an RBI and a run scored in the 5th as well. And here he pops one up foul, third base side out of play. Count goes to 1-1. Gomez making his 17th appearance of the year. No record and a 1.15 ERA thus far. 5 runs, 2 of them earned on 11 hits in 15 2/3 innings, 6 walks to 14 strikeouts. Here Gotay fouls one off, and count 1-2. Gomez, a former Duck, and has played several seasons with the Revolution. He's played 2 with Long Island, including last year when he pitched in 5 regular season games late in the year. 1-2. Gotay is swinging a miss, strike 3 as he cuts through the fastball. First strikeout for Gomez, and there's one away. Gomez in his 5 appearances last year, 0-1 record, a 2.08 ERA as he gave up a run on 3 hits in 4 1/3 innings, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. So with 1 down and the base is empty, here is Tyler Colvin to the plate. Colvin will bat from the right side. First pitch. And the fastball is taken for a called strike. The count 0-1. Gomez also spent time with the Revolution in 2011, 2012, and 2014. Full seasons in 11 and 12. 0-1 to Colvin, and he will take downstairs. Colvin tonight 1 for 2. Has driven in 2 runs, a sac fly in the first, an RBI single in the 5th. Also scored in the 5th and bounced to second in the 3rd. Patrick Kreider in the Ducks bullpen, looking like he will come on for the bottom of the 7th inning. Fastball here, misses the inside corner, and runs the count to 2 balls and 1 strike on Tyler Colvin. The Ducks have cut it to 11-6, but need to try and get runners on base here to chip away further. Colvin takes outside, now ahead 3-1, and so they will certainly take a walk here. Try and get things started. Cody Puckett, who has a pair of doubles tonight, waiting in the on-deck circle. 3-1, Colvin swings, fouls this one off, just caught a piece on the fastball. So now 3-2. Gomez looking into the plate. Tejeda flashing the signs. And Gomez now has the pitch he likes. Here's the 3-2 offering. And Colvin takes low and inside. Almost caught him on the foot. But he will take the walk. 4th walk given up by York pitching tonight. It is a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins, and then we've got a 1-out base runner here in the top of the 7th inning. Well, Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark. Exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Also have the opportunity to purchase your brand new customized Ducks jersey. First pitch on the way. Puckett takes a fastball up and outside, ball 1. Home white pinstripe jerseys and the alternate orange jerseys are available, and you can get any name and number you would like personalized on the front and back of the jersey. 1-0, and Puckett swings, fouls this one back to the backstop. Evens up the count at 1-1. If you order it before the end of the 3rd inning during any Ducks game, it'll be available for you to pick up before the end of the ball game that night. Pretty exciting stuff at the Waddle Inn Shop, and you can get yours as soon as possible, including during the beginning of the next homestand for Long Island, which is next Tuesday, a week from yesterday when they'll face the New Britain Bees. 1-1 pitch, and Puckett takes a fastball low and away from Gomez for ball 2. Puckett 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of doubles, both to left field. Drove in a run back in the 5th inning, his 27th RBI of the year. Here's the 2-1 from Gomez. Kicks and deals. Puckett takes outside again. His fastball keeps missing that outside corner. Puckett ahead 3-1 with Mike Blank waiting on deck. Kevin Byas clomping along with encouragement down at 3rd base. Gomez ready to deal 3-1. The kick and the pitch on the way, and Puckett takes high and inside, ball 4. So Cody Puckett and Tyler Colvin with back-to-back walks here in the 7th. Another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. And the Revolution, who have certainly taken advantage of some inaccuracy from Ducks pitching. We'll see if the Ducks can do the same. Here is Mike Blank to the plate with Tyler Colvin at 2nd base, Cody Puckett at 1st, and only 1 out in the top half of the 7th inning. First pitch from Gomez on the way, and Blank will take a fastball, this time on the inside corner for strike 1 from the hard-throwing Gomez. Blank tonight with a sac fly and a walk among his 3 trips to the plate. The sac fly is 2nd of the year, the RBI his 17th. 0-1, down and away. Good block at home plate made by Isaiah Tejeda to keep the runners where they are. And that will even up the count at a ball and a strike. Again, the Ducks cannot hit a 5-run homer, so don't have to be swinging for the fences here, just trying to keep the line moving and get a rally going like they did in the 5th. 1-1. Blank swings a line drive in a shallow right field. It's going to dunk in for a base hit. On its way to 3rd is Colvin. Kevin Byas is going to hold him up as the throw came in from Jason Repko. So Mike Blank has his first hit of the night, got jammed a bit, but fisted it out enough to get into the outfield. 3 straight reaching against Gomez with 1 out here in the 7th on 2 walks and a single. The base is loaded for Long Island, and Blake T-Cody coming to the plate. So the Ducks showing patience, and now the tying run waits in the on-deck circle in the form of Mike Dowd. Here is Blake T-Cody to the plate. Ducks now with 11 hits in the ball game. And T-Cody will bat from the left side, looking to reach base for the first time tonight. First pitch to him, and he will swing and miss. Late on the fastball over the outside corner, 0-1. T-Cody has struck out twice, once in the 2nd, once in the 5th, and flew out to right field in the 4th. From the stretch, Gomez is 0-1, and T-Cody is swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Good cut from T-Cody, just missed it. The count goes to 0-2. So Gomez has worked himself into a little bit of a jam here for the top of the 7th inning. He's allowed 2 walks and a single to load up the bases for Long Island. Now the 0-2 to T-Cody. Kicks and fires. T-Cody a swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball by him, he was out in front of it. 3rd time that T-Cody has struck out tonight. The 2nd strikeout for Ricardo Gomez. And with 2 outs, that is going to leave it up to Mike Dowd. So here is Dowd to the plate from the right side. He is looking to reach base for the first time tonight. First pitch fastball missed way outside, but a good job by Tejeda to keep the ball at home plate. Once again, a big moment in the ball game here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Ducks trailing by 5. Trying to chip away further. 1-0 to Dowd, and he will take down in the dirt. Another good block at the plate by Tejeda. And the count quickly 2-0. Tyler Colvin is the runner at 3rd. Cody Puckett is the runner at 2nd. And Mike Blank the runner at 1st for Long Island. Gomez a long look in here for the sign. Now gets the pitch he likes. Deals to the plate. Dowd checks a swing on a high fastball. They call it a strike at the belt. The count 2-1 was about bell tie. So Dowd takes the pitch for the strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. Anthony Vega waiting in the on-deck circle for Long Island. Pitch on the way. Dowd late on the fastball, swings and misses. Now 2-2, and Gomez a strike away from getting out of the bases loaded jam here in this top of the 7th inning. Dowd tonight is 0 for 3 and looking to find his way on base and keep the line moving. 2-2 pitch. Gomez deals, and Dowd will take a fastball up high. That has worked the count full at 3-2, which means the runners will get the head start on the pitch from Gomez. Runners lead from every base with 2 men out. Gomez looks in, comes set. The 3-2 to Mike Dowd on the way, and it is taken on the inside corner for a called strike 3. Dowd thought it was too far inside, has some words with home plate umpire Tim Detweiler. Gomez ends up striking out the side in the 7th, and the Ducks leave the bases loaded. A big opportunity missed for Long Island. So for the Ducks, no runs on 1 hit and 2 walks. They leave 3 on base. Ducks have left 8 on tonight. Time to stretch here in York, and the Revolution lead at 11-6.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jack Snodgrass, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Ducks loading the bases with one out in the top half of the 7th, but former Duck Ricardo Gomez strikes out both Blake T. Cody and Mike Dowd, who are both having tough nights tonight. The Ducks cannot close any further. They still trail 11-6. Patrick Kreider will come out of the bullpen for Long Island to pitch in the bottom half of this 7th inning. And for the Revolution, it'll be the bottom three in their order: Brian Pounds, Charlie Thurber, and Josh Wilson coming to the plate. Well, again, this series will conclude tomorrow. This is the first series of the year between these two teams, facing each other 10 times in a span of Long Island's 24 games, starting with yesterday's contest. They had not met before yesterday. And the Revolution come away with a 1-0 pitcher's duel win, a tough loss for Long Island yesterday, considering how well Darren Downs pitched. And tonight, a game in which the Ducks fell behind big, 6-1. Another rough start for Bobby Blevins. Long Island then falls behind 11-2 in the 4th inning, as Dan Blewett allows 5 consecutive 2-out runs after taking over for Kevin Vance, who had loaded up the bases to start the inning. Blewett got 2 strikeouts and was 1 out away from getting out of it. 5 runs scored, and right now those 5 runs are the difference in the game. And that will be a 2-out rally that is hard to swallow, especially considering the first 2 runs scoring on walks. First pitch here from Kreider to Pounds is swung on and missed for strike 1, a matchup of number 14s here. Pounds has had himself a big night, a pair of doubles and 4 RBIs, helping lead the Revolution offense this evening. He and Tejeda have each driven in 4 tonight. The 0-1 from Kreider. Pounds takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1. The Ducks will turn to lefty Jack Snodgrass tomorrow, who is 4-4 with a 3.35 ERA on the season. Micah Owings will counter for the Revs, 2-2 with the 3.56 earned run average. 1-1, fouled off down the right field line out of play. Up into the picnic pavilion, and the count of 1-2 on Pounds. And Snodgrass, who pitched well his last time out, just got out-dueled by Sean Gallagher. And Gallagher ended up coming away with the win as the Ducks left the bases loaded in the 9th inning, trying to come back for the waddle-off victory. Here's the 1-2 from Kreider. Pounds swings, fouls it off again, first base side of home plate. For Kreider, this is his 21st appearance of the season. That is the most on this Ducks roster. And also tied for second most in the Atlantic League. Well, now will be third, as Taylor Thompson, who pitched earlier today, with his 22nd. Zexa Nicola of Sugarland also has 22. Here's the 1-2. Pounds, a swing and a ground ball to third. Cody Puckett 2 steps to his left. Fields and throws across in time for the out. And there's one away. Big concern, of course, for the Ducks will be the health of Dan Lyons, who, if you're just joining us, left the game after the top of the 3rd inning when he grounded into a double play. Appeared to have a hand. He did hurt his hamstring. We didn't actually see anything that indicated any issue, but the word is a hamstring injury for him. First pitch misses down and away for ball 1 to Charlie Thurber, who tonight is 0 for 3. And he is the only member of the Revolution that has not reached base in this game. A fly out to right, a ground out to short, and a fly out to center. 1-0. That's down low. Kreider missed for ball 2. So the Ducks will be looking to see how he is after the game, and hamstrings are always tricky. Cody Puckett, that would be intentional. And then in the 4th inning, it was Kevin Vance who hit Repko, with the Ducks trailing by 4. So again, I could not expect why that would be intentional either. First pitch here to Nash. Breaking ball taken low and outside for ball 1. Nash tonight with 2 hits and 3 at-bats, including a solo homer back in the second inning. His league-leading 12th of the year. Also drew a walk. Here's the 1-0. Taken low and inside, another ball. There's now 2 balls and no strikes, so after getting the first hitter out on strikes, Guzman had 2 strikes on him before Lomagino hit him with a pitch. And now behind 2-0 here on Nash. Dangerous hitter scout, and this one fouled off the mask of Mike Blank, who took that one like a champ. Seems to be completely fine at home plate. He takes the mask off just to check and make sure nothing was ruined on it. Seems to be okay, though, and the count is 2-1. Meanwhile, York looking to get the win here tonight. It would give them some more breathing room in the standings with Lancaster losing earlier today. York could go 3 up on the Barnstormers. Sugar Land losing right now. They would go 5 up on the Skeeters with a win. Fastball here, misses low. The count goes to 3-1 on Nash with Andres Perez waiting on deck. We mentioned earlier, Ducks cannot afford to fall behind anymore, already trailing by 4. They are out hitting York tonight 13-8. It does not matter right now. 3-1, and Nash takes a fastball on the outside corner, a called strike. Big pitch there from Lomagino. That works the count full at 3-2. We'll see if Joel Guzman gets the green light to go from first. I don't think he will, because Nash does have a tendency to strike out quite a bit. And with Guzman's speed, a swing and a miss could mean a double play. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner does not go, and Nash does swing and miss for strike 3, so a good move by manager Mark Mason not to send the runner. Second strikeout for Lomagino, second time Nash has struck out in this game. And the 9th strikeout for Ducks pitching. 2 outs, that will leave it up to Andres Perez. So with 2 down and the runner at first base, up to the plate will step Andres Perez, who started off what ended up being the rally that is the difference in the game right now. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. The bases were loaded in the 4th inning. First 3 reaching against Kevin Vance on a single to third, a hit by pitch and a walk. Dan Blewett came in, struck out Guzman, struck out Nash, but walked Perez with the bases loaded in what was a 6-2 game at the time. 1-0, and Perez is swinging a miss at a fastball down low for strike 1. Now, that walk was a killer, otherwise Blewett might have gotten out of that jam and would have brought momentum to the Ducks' side. Instead, a walk to Perez made it a 7-2 game. Another walk to Marte made it 8-2, and then a 3-run double with 2 strikes by Brian Pounds made it 11-2. 1-1. Perez swings, pops this one up to the right side. Tyler Colvin in foul territory, first base side, backs up, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. And as we were saying, 5 runs scored. Ducks would follow with 4 in the 5th. Had those 5 runs not scored and everything kept the same, would have been tied at 6 at the time, and now the Ducks would have a 7-6 lead. But of course, we play the shoulda, woulda, coulda all game long. Scoreless inning from Lomagino in the 8th. Revolution lead 1 on base. We go to the 9th. Ducks will need 4 to tie it as they trail right now 11-7.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank DiGiulio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
To the ninth inning we go here at Peoples Bank Park. Long Island Ducks trailing 11-7 in a game that has been the exact opposite of last night, where the teams combined for just 1 run on 8 hits in a 2-hour, 11-minute game. Tonight, this game has gone about 3 hours and 15 minutes as we enter the ninth inning. The Ducks and the Revolution have combined for 18 runs and 21 hits. Ducks are out hitting York 13-8 right now, but it is the Revolution with an 11-7 lead on the scoreboard. And the Ducks will send Mike Blank, Blake T. Cody, and Mike Dowd to the plate, who have combined for just 1 hit tonight in a total of 10 at-bats. And they will face the lefty Ron Scutters, who comes in to pitch. He is the 4th reliever of the night for York. And again, Mariel Checo in line for the win. He threw a scoreless inning in 2/3 in relief of Kevlin De La Cruz, who allowed 6 runs on 8 hits and 3 walks in 4 1/3 innings, so he'll get a no decision. We'll see what the Ducks can do. They need to try and load up the bases to bring the tying run to the plate. And ultimately, it's just finding ways to get runners on against Scutters. It's the first time the Ducks will see him this year. It's really hard to correctly pronounce his name. I'll tell you how it is spelled, but not at all how it sounds. Doesn't look like how it sounds. First pitch on the way here to Blank. Scutters kicks and fires, and Blank will take a fastball strike, 0-1, spelled S-C-H-R-E-U-R-S. From Curacao, Willemstad, Curacao, now resides in Perry Hall, Maryland. Here's the 0-1, and Blank will take a fastball at the knees, another called strike. Blank tonight with a single his last time up in the 7th, also has a sacrifice fly to left in the 5th and a walk in the 4th. Fly out to center in the 6th. So he is 1 for 2 tonight. The RBI on the sac fly is 17th of the year. Now an 0-2 from the left-hander. Kicks and deals, and Blank will take downstairs for a ball 1. Scutters at 6'6", 205 pounds. He's 23 years old. And a returner to the Revolution from a year ago. Now Blank will face a 1-2 pitch. Left-hander comes set. Kicks and fires, and Blank will check his swing on a breaking ball. They appeal to first. And the first base umpire says that Blank went around for strike 3. That was Brian DeBrouwer making the call. First strikeout for Blank on the night, and there's the first out. And for York pitching, their 9th strikeout of the evening. So Julio DePaulo, who pitched in the 8th inning, 1 inning, gave up 2 hits and a run on the RBI single by Tyler Colvin. Walked 1, did not strike out a batter. With 1 out, here is Blake T. Cody. T. Cody 0 for 4 on the night for Long Island. First pitch on the way to him, and he'll take a fastball inside. T. Cody with 3 strikeouts along with a fly out to right. A tough night for him at the plate against this Revolution pitching staff. From the stretch, the 1-0. Kicking the pitch on the way, and T. Cody takes a fastball that misses the inside corner. And now 2 balls and no strikes. Mike Dowd will be next, and then Anthony Vega if he gets to him. 11-7 lead for the Revolution here in the top of the 9th inning. Scutters wearing the old stirrup-style socks, gets the sign. 2-0 on the way to T. Cody. And there's a fastball strike over the outside corner, 2-1. Lefty-lefty matchup here in this 9th inning. Final game of this series will be tomorrow evening, 6:30 p.m. start time again, 6:15 pregame right here on the Ducks official YouTube channel. 2-1 pitch. The kick and the offering on the way. T. Cody a swing and a line drive, base hit into right field. So Blake T. Cody is on for the first time tonight, the 14th hit of the ball game for Long Island. And the Ducks have a 1-out base runner in the 9th inning. Ducks have left 10 men on in this game, 5 over the last 2 innings. That has been killer. And the Ducks comeback attempt. And now here is Mike Dowd, who is also 0 for 4 on the night. We'll see if he can end that with a hit here. First pitch, and he takes a fastball strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Dowd with a fly out to center, a double play ground out, and 2 strikeouts on the evening. From the stretch, the 0-1. Scutters looks to first, deals to the plate. Dowd will take a breaking ball down in the dirt. Good block by Tejeda. And it evens up to count at 1-1. There is no action right now for the Ducks in their bullpen. Revolution do appear to have a pitcher warming up. You wonder if it is Mike DeMark, who closed out the game last night with his 15th save in case anything gets hairy here for the Revs. Scutters is 1-1. Pitch on the way. Dowd swings, fouls this one off to the first base side, well out of play. The Ducks designated hitter are now behind in the count at 1-2. Anthony Vega is next. And then in the hole right now for the Ducks is Phelan Lentini. We'll see if the Ducks can load up the bases for Lentini, who has 5 hits on the night. And give him an opportunity to tie the game. Still got a lot of work to do before that, though. Here's the 1-2. And Dowd will take inside, nearly caught him on the back leg, but just missed. And now the count even at 2-2. It is indeed Mike DeMark, as we expected, and warming in the bullpen in case Scutters runs into trouble. 2-2 the count. Pitch on the way, and Dowd will swing and ground this one foul to the first base side. And a defensive swing there on a pitch up in the zone. And just fought it off to stay alive in case it was going to be a strike. Do it again at 2-2. Ducks have been a pesky team at points this season. And have a total this year of 9 come from behind wins. This would be their largest if they can do it. 2-2. And Dowd swings a ground ball to first, fielded by Nash. Throws to short for 1, the return to first, and Nash unable to get his foot on the bag. The throw just got his foot off the bag. Fans and Nash don't like the call. It'll go down as a 3-6 fielder's choice. Dowd just got there in time to keep the ball game alive.
All right, Reds fans, well, that's 2 out.
So 2 outs in the inning. And the last hope for Long Island will be Anthony Vega, who will step up to the plate from the left side and try and keep this one alive for the Ducks. Vega tonight with 2 walks and 2 runs, struck out in the 6th and a fly out to center in the 8th. So Vega steps in from the left side. Scutters looks in for the side. First pitch on the way. And Vega takes a fastball up high from Scutters for ball 1. Vega, by walking twice tonight, extends his on-base streak to 9 consecutive games. If he doesn't find a way to get 2 more hits tonight, it would end a 3-game multi-hit streak. 1-0. There's a strike. Good breaking ball from the lefty. Count even at 1-1. Phelan Lentini waiting in the on-deck circle. Lentini with 5 hits tonight, trying to get another opportunity to come to the plate to see if he can tie a team record with 6 hits. Pitch on the way. Vega takes, just low and outside. Close pitch. Scutters just missed the outside corner at the knees. A grimace on the mound from him. So the count is 2-1. Dowd, the runner at first base with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Here's the 2-1. Fastball is on the outside corner for strike 2, and the Ducks 1 strike away from defeat here in York. Revolution lead it 11-7 here in the top of the 9th inning, trying to take the first 2 games of this 3-game set from Long Island. Scutters from the stretch, the 2-2 upcoming. Kicks and deals to the plate, and Vega will swing and miss for strike 3. This ball game is over. The Revolution win it 11-7. So a tough night again for Long Island as the cannon goes off to celebrate the York victory. Long Island falling behind big early as Bobby Blevins with another rough start here tonight. And now a 4-game streak of tough starts for Blevins. Meanwhile, the Ducks bullpen allowing 5 runs with 2 outs in the 4th inning. And that proves to be the difference in the game. Another tough one to swallow as the Ducks have dropped 6 straight road games now. And dropped the first 2 here to the Revolution, and will try and salvage the finale tomorrow evening here in York. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show is coming up next. We'll recap this one and hand out the Player of the Game award. York wins it 11-7.
Hey fans, this is Todd Coffey, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, where the Long Island Ducks fall for the 2nd straight night, and this time by a count of 11-7. Yesterday was all about the pitching. Today was all about the offense. And Long Island's offense, which awoke with 7 runs and 14 hits tonight, did not matter, as York's offense showed up in a big way early on against Bobby Blevins and then the first 2 relievers out of the bullpen for Long Island. And so the Ducks dropped this game, their 6th consecutive road loss. They're now 8-14 away from Bethpage Ballpark, a number that is most definitely going to have to improve if the Ducks hope to win this first half in the Liberty Division. The good news is they remain a half game back of Somerset. The bad news is the Bees are now within a half game of Long Island and 1 game of first place. And boy, is it going to be a 3-headed dogfight to the finish in the Liberty Division here in the first half. So to recap this game for you, Ducks were able to take the early lead in the first inning. After getting shut out last night, they get a run in the first off Kelvin De La Cruz. Phelan Lentini singled to center, went to second on a wild pitch, to third on a base hit by Gotay, and then scored on the sac fly to left by Colvin, the first of 3 RBIs on the day for Colvin. And the Ducks had a 1-0 lead. Bobby Blevins got out of a first and second 2-out jam in the first inning, getting Andres Perez on a ground out. But in the second inning, he hit Alfredo Marte with a pitch to start off the inning. Never a good sign. Marte went to second on a wild pitch and then came in to score on an RBI double by Brian Pounds, the batter that followed. And so all of a sudden, it was now a 1-1 game. After Charlie Thurber flew out to right, Josh Wilson singled to center to put runners at the corners for Jason Repko. Repko would draw a walk that loaded the bases for Isaias Tejeda, and Tejeda hit a line drive in the air to right center field that just cleared the wall into the jet stream in right center. And went up onto the lawn seating area, a grand slam for Tejeda, his 3rd home run of the season, the 2nd grand slam of the year for York. And the Revolution at that point, with 5 runs in the second, had themselves a 5-1 lead. 2 batters later, Telvin Nash would homer into left center field for his league-leading 12th of the year. A 6-run second inning for the Revs, who ended up sending 9 men to the plate. And York had a 6-1 lead, and it would spell the end of the night for Bobby Blevins. In the 3rd inning, the Ducks would get a run back as Anthony Vega walked, went to second on a single, to third on a double play grounder, and scored on a wild pitch and made it 6-2. And then in the 4th inning, After a 1-2-3 inning from Kevin Vance in the third, the Ducks had an opportunity to cut into the deficit further and take momentum more to their side when they had a double from Puckett and a walk to Blank to start the inning, but T. Cody flew out to right, Dowd grounded into a double play. The rally was squashed, and it would really hurt the Ducks because in the bottom of the fourth inning, Vance stayed in, allowed an infield single to Josh Wilson, hit Jason Repko with a pitch, and walked Isaiah Tejeda to load the bases. Dan Blewett would have to be summoned for Long Island, and he would strike out Joel Guzman, strike out Telvin Nash, two big hitters for York. But with 2 outs in the inning, the walls caved in for Long Island. Blewett would walk Perez and walk Marte with the bases loaded to bring in 2 runs and make it an 8-2 game, and then a lot of bases clearing 3-run double. The Pounds, who drove in 4 runs tonight, and the Ducks, who missed out on cutting into the deficit, then allow 5 runs, and all of a sudden they now are staring at an 11-2 deficit. Long Island quickly tried to come back in the 5th. They were able to score 4 runs against Kelvin De La Cruz and then Mariel Checo, who took over for him. RBI singles from Ruben Gotay and Tyler Colvin in the inning, an RBI double from Cody Puckett, and then a sac fly from Mike Blank doing the damage. And that made it an 11-6 ball game. Ducks, though, would then end up loading the bases in the 7th inning with 1 out against former Duck Ricardo Gomez on 2 walks and a single, but they miss out again on an opportunity as T. Cody strikes out swinging. Dowd goes down looking. In the 8th inning against Julio De Paula, they scratch out a run on a 2-out RBI single to center from Tyler Colvin, but Cody Puckett first pitch swinging after the previous 2 batters worked good long at bats, and Puckett pops out to third, just ran 2 more on base. Ducks got a single in the 9th, but that was it, as Ron Scutters was able to close it out, and despite 4 scoreless innings of relief from Casey, Struck, Kreider, and Lomagino to keep the Ducks in the game, Long Island was not able to complete the comeback. They fall tonight 11-7. The final totals for the Revolution: 11 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 on base for the Ducks, 7 runs on 14 hits in the ball game, out-hitting York by 8, but trailing and losing by 4. No errors, and they left 11 men on base. That was the killer tonight for Long Island. Some missed opportunities to come back. De La Cruz does not factor into the decision. He allowed 6 runs on 8 hits and 3 walks while striking out 2 and 4 in the 3rd innings. Mariel Checo, who allowed 2 hits in an inning and 2/3, but did not give up a run and struck out 3, gets the win 3-0. Bobby Blevins' struggles continue. He allows 6 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks in 2 innings, falls to 1-4. The ERA now up to 6.44 on the season. There was no save in the game, which took a total tonight of 3 hours and 25 minutes in front of a crowd of 2,749 here in York, Pennsylvania. Time to hand out tonight's Player of the Game award, and tonight we're going to give it to Brian Pounds of York, who was 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs and a run scored, and had the big hit of the game with a 2-out bases clearing 3-run double, in that 4th inning. That was the capper on the 5-run inning. That proved to be the difference in the ball game. Gave a lot of credit to Phelan Lantini, who had a heck of a night with 5 hits and 5 at-bats, along with 2 runs scored. Tyler Colvin had 3 RBIs and 2 hits on the night, but ultimately Pounds had that big hit. Tejeda also with a grand slam for York, as the Revolution win it tonight 11-7. We'll take a break, and when we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll set you up for tomorrow's series finale here in York.
Hey fans, this is infielder Matt Wessinger, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, Revolution win it tonight by a final count of 11-7. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we head out the door. Finally, New Britain, the Bees with a walk-off win. They come back from a deficit of 6-0 and defeat the Somerset Patriots 7-6 at New Britain Stadium. The winner was Sean Gilblair in relief. He improves to 2-0. Brandon Sisk, who allowed the run in the bottom of the ninth inning, falls to 0-2 on the season. No save in the game. There was a couple of home runs for the Patriots. Trayvon Robinson, his 6th. For the Bees, Jovan Rosa, his 7th. Rosa finished with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Jonathan Roof also drove in 2 runs. Robinson had 2 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. But again, it was the Bees that win 7-6. So now, and you look at the standings in the Liberty Division, what a dogfight we have. Patriots are now 25-21. The Ducks 24-21. So Somerset up a half game on Long Island. The Ducks have the game in hand. And the Bees now 23-21 are just 1 game in back of Somerset and a half game in back of Long Island. 3 teams all separated by just 1 game in the Liberty Division standings. Earlier today, it was the Bridgeport Bluefish defeating the Lancaster Barnstormers 9-8, rallying for 5 runs in the 8th inning. The winner for Bridgeport was Demney. He improves to 1-0. Paul Demney the win. The loser, Scott Gracie, falls to 2-1, and Taylor Thompson the save, his 3rd of the year. In the home run department, Kevin Aarons hit his 5th of the season for Lancaster. Andy Chavez, his 1st with the Bluefish. Dan Johnson had 2, his 4th and 5th for Bridgeport. Game going on right now in Texas. Bottom of the 7th inning, it is the Blue Crabs 6, the Skeeters 4. Barrett